What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I know we changed the schedule. We're coming a little early today, so I know them players probably don't forgot that we starting early today. But we're gonna make it do what it do. So y'all give me a second. Let me get in my zone. Well, I see we got somebody already. So first off, I want to say happy birthday to my granddaughter, Miss Mackenzie. She turned 9 today. And boy, them years flying by. I still see my kids every now and then as babies, and let alone my grandkids. I damn sure still see them as babies. But hey, man, time don't wait for nobody. We're gonna. I'll start off with Starline Sports till the boys get here. Last night, Golden State beat Dallas. They went up 2-0. Hey, man, Golden State was getting blowed out at first, but they they showed their ass. It's something about that third quarter. Everybody, when they come back from halftime, everybody starts showing up. But Steph was letting it fall, letting it rain. Jordan Poole had a good game. Let me see if I can look up these stats right quick. Uh, this new tag kind of got me off a little bit. That's why I have all my information ready. But y'all work with me. We're trying to find the perfect time instead of interrupting player time. We're trying to come during the day. Johnny said he think we can catch a few more people if we come during the day. I understand that. All right, Luca for Dallas. Luca had 42. Jalen Brunson had 31. Reggie Bullock had 21, and Finney Smith had 10. For Golden State, Andrew Wiggins had 16. Kevon Looney, he been playing his ass off too. He had 21 and 12 rebounds. Steph had 32. Clay had 15. Jordan Poole 23, and Otto Porter had 11. So that's six players in double figures, man. It's hard to beat a team when they sharing their ball like that. But they went up 2-0 on Dallas. Hey, man. Tonight they got Miami and Boston. Miami need to win this one tonight. They really do. They don't need to lose two in a row. You know what I mean? So they need to beat Boston tonight. I still got Miami in the series because I've never been a Boston fan. I won't start today. I like Jason Tatum though, but not a Boston fan. I'm a diehard Laker. Lakers and Hawks. Those I'm diehard, and then wherever LeBron at until he leave, I'm gonna get some more people on the Starline Sports too. We're gonna work on that. But let me text these players and let them know it's game time, man. Y'all wanted the earlier time. It's game time. Let me see where they at. How y'all doing today? Y'all like y'all staying out the way? This shit so crazy out here in these streets, man. Y'all please stay out the way. These folks killing left and right. And we're going walking in the morning. 9:30. We on them trails at 9:30. Pantherville. I told them I'm for real about that. I'm gonna bring back them Starline walks. So I need y'all to come out there. Oh, what's up? What's up, Tan? I would have your crazy ass on. Ain't no telling what you might say though. I might need to introduce you to to them. I know you're tripping, but you got time to come on here for a minute with your crazy ass. I don't know. I don't know if the boy is ready for you. And I got a couple of more shows I'm working on too, and a couple of more things we can do to promote black-owned businesses, young people. Like a lot of the kids that I met along the way, a lot of them they grown now. They doing some amazing shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would love to promote them, help them as much as I can. But it's a lot of. I'm gonna tell you some cool shit. I hung out with my niece last night. Your hand cone. I'm in bed. Got kicking my ass. Man, shot. I ain't messing with you, man. But my niece is a teacher. My oldest niece, she's a teacher, and for the last day of school, her coworkers got her kids just to write her some little letters, and it was amazing at some of the shit that they said. You know what I mean? And I told her, "Boo, that's the best feeling in the world when you know your influence on some other people, because a lot of kids don't get that guidance at home no more. Like parenting ain't the same. You know what I mean? No matter how you look at it, parenting ain't the same. Back in the day, our parents took time out to help us grow. Now parents just want your ass out their way. Like some of the stories my niece was telling me about some of the little girls and the little boys too got going on in school, man. She be like, man, this shit is ridiculous. They too grown. Like parents are doing everything in front of their kids now. Man, come on, man. Y'all robbing these kids of their childhood. You can't do that. You cannot do that. So we gotta tighten up as parents. You know what I mean? I know mine are grown now, and I'm sure they think I didn't do everything right, but especially when you have your first child, it's actually a learning experience. Everybody learning everything hands on. That's why when you start having your second and third child, you should be a better parent. You know what I mean? So I know a lot of the first the firstborn feel like they had to deal with a whole lot, or they got sacrificed or whatever. You know what I mean? But as you have more kids, you should become a better parent every time you have one, because you know you should be paying attention to know the ins and out of how to be a parent. You know what I mean? And a lot of time kids just really need attention. That's really all kids crave is attention. You know what I mean? You can buy them everything. You can do all that shit, but really kids just want attention. So then I'm gonna start getting some different people on here. You know, I know people all across the country, so we're gonna start getting some different people on here, so we can see how it is dating in different states. You know what I mean? We're gonna see if it's the same everywhere. You know what I mean? You might have to relocate to go find the love of your life. They might have to relocate and come to you. You know what I mean? So I got a couple of shows I'm working on where we're gonna talk to a bunch of different people. And then if your child is doing something positive, let me know. You know what I mean? I get them a moment to promote their business, because I'm very big on entrepreneurship, and the younger that you can get them to start a business, the better it is for them. By the time they get 18, they'll have, you know what I mean, they'll have plenty of experience on how to run their business. that ain't gonna do nothing but help them. So, but I don't know what these knuckleheads at. Johnny wanted this earlier time. I know Pearl said he be just getting out of work, so he might be in a minute. And then I've been getting a lot of compliments on the man cave. I'd like to thank y'all. I know it's a few of y'all that watch us every week, and we do appreciate it. We just try to keep it real with y'all and let the women know what men really think instead of y'all out here guessing and y'all telling us what we want. You know what I mean? You need to hear from some men. That's just like me trying to tell you as a woman what you should want. Like I can't do it. I never experienced it. You know what I mean? So, and again, happy birthday to my granddaughter, Miss Mackenzie. And I appreciate all the love y'all sending in too, man. I appreciate that. So hopefully we'll be with y'all in a minute. I want to see what these boys got on their plate this weekend. What they got on their mind this weekend. And then I need to get some married men on here too. Like I want to talk about what are some of the benefits for men in marriage. You know what I mean? Not saying that it's not any. I just want to hear what men think about it. You know what I mean? From a man's point of view, what's the benefits of marriage? You know what I mean? Um, let me see. Let me see. I got a lot of shit I want to talk about. Let me see. Like I know a lot of y'all women like smoking cigars and all that shit, man. That's cute for a minute, but that ain't really what a man want. I know not me. Like I don't want my woman smoking no cigars because that's that's gonna change your voice and you know what I mean. Like all that smoke, trust me, I know. But all that smoke ain't good for you. Then I need you to be healthy as possible. I ain't worried about you being cute. I need you to be healthy. You know what I mean? So, and then I need you to be the one to kind of guide the kids. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. These kids gotta have something to look up to. You know what I mean? I don't need their mama more worried about partying and hanging out and looking cute for the gram and like, come on, man. We gotta get back to parenting. I remember when kids used to be a blessing. You know what I mean? Yeah, how you know that your child is not your blessing? Like everything that you wish for the energy might be in your child. You know what I mean? So you gotta be careful, man. Like a lot of stuff we do, we do it to ourselves. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff we do it to ourselves, man. With some of the decisions we make, and then with you not paying attention to what you're doing in life, like how you gonna guide your child if you ain't paid attention to your life? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like I don't have a problem telling a child how to be 10 or 11 years old because I don't experienced it. You know what I mean? So y'all gotta start putting y'all kids first, man. And I'm not here to preach today, but I see a lot of unhappy kids out here. You know what I mean? Just because they not getting the attention that they want from home. You know what I mean? So hey man, y'all when you decide to have kids, you gotta know that child is your new responsibility. You actually responsible for that. Like it's your job to guide them, to take care of them. You know what I mean? And you gotta know that's your job. You know what I mean? So, but I'm gonna stop preaching to y'all today, man. I need to check into what these Braves doing. I know the season done started. I ain't got into it yet. I know we got a couple of new players too. I had they let Freddie Freeman go. You know what I mean? But when it's time to move on, it's time to move on. I guess they both felt like it was time to move on. So, and then if y'all have any questions for me or for anybody in the man cave, don't be scared to send your questions in. You know what I mean? I won't. If you don't want me to read your name, I won't read your name. But let me see if it's something on here that I can talk about myself. Da, da, da. So, yeah, I did see some shit on this little show called Lapeef, Lapeef Let's Talk or some shit like that on YouTube. Like they be having some cool little content on that, and they was talking about they were asking some of the women how many times a week are they is cool having sex. You know what I mean? And they asked the men too how many times is cool having sex. I mean how many times a week. You know what I mean? And women like to act like they don't really care about sex or whatever, but we all know that's a lie. You know what I mean? Um, that's an interesting topic too. And then I've seen a post on one of my friends' page where she was saying that the women need to learn how to we need to know when to be quiet. Like women are always so outspoken and so emotional, but sometimes you have to calm down. Sometimes you know what I mean. Like a lot of shit you're not gonna hear because you sitting there hollering. You know what I mean, and it's not good to get so emotional about everything. You can't do it. That you're not gonna survive like that. Your blood pressure don't stay up. You know what I mean. So, but then I want them to come on here and talk about it. Like I want to talk to women about that. Like, do you know when it's time for you to be quiet, or when you should keep your mouth closed? Not saying it in a bad way. Just what I mean, like you can't be so quick to fly off the handle. You know what I mean? So like I say, man, we all got a lot of shit to work on. And hey, man, if y'all want to walk with us tomorrow, Pantherville, Georgia State, we hitting them trails 9:30. I'd like to get out there, and it's getting hot as hell too. They talking about 90 some degrees, and they say it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So hopefully we can get in and out of there. You know what I mean? Before it rain, if it rain. But hey man, y'all come out there and walk with us, man. We ain't doing them but walking and talking shit. That's it. You know what I mean? We can put some plans together. Let's get back to some real player shit. Card parties, fish fries, when people used to be able to get together and kick it without all the animosity. Let's get some spades and some beer whisk going. And then y'all send me some questions. Y'all got me just sitting here talking to myself. Y'all looking at me like I'm crazy. Oh, hey, that's y'all. Where you at? You can jump on here. You'll keep me company. Let me send you this link. If you can come on, just come on. Everybody else, they'll just look at me and let me keep talking to myself. Y'all give me 1 second. Yeah, I just sent you the link, Shouty. I don't know where the boys at. And then, like I say, if y'all got any topics y'all want us to talk about, let me know. If you think you got the personality to that we can build a show around, let me know.
Hey.
Hey, Shouty, what's going on, man?
Nothing. Not now thing.
You taking it easy today?
Yeah, until I have to get up and go to work.
Oh Lord, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are you
So,
feeling better?
just a little bit. My arm still hurt a little bit, but it'll be all right. I'm a big girl. I can handle it.
Uh, you need me to call in for you?
Oh, honey, now I'm going to make my money now.
So don't then stop that paper.
That's right.
Oh,
That's
come
right.
on, man. So there, y'all gotta take it easy, man.
I'm a worker. That's what I do.
Yeah, I'm saying I understand that, but shit.
It'll be all right. I ain't sick. Like, I'm still mobile. I can get up. As long as I can get up, I'm all right. Now, if I was feeling bad to the point where I just know I couldn't handle it, I wouldn't even
Right.
go.
Yeah, but you know it after a accident, boy, it might be 2 3 days before you really feel that pain. So
Oh, honey, I was feeling it yesterday when that airbag burnt my arm. I felt that night, but it's okay. I mean, it hurt, but I just keep putting on. The doctor told me just use this cream.
no, okay. All right. You might have to call the woodpecker down there to take care of
You know what?
you.
Get
Hey
a damn
man.
woodpecker shot.
What I mean, you don't want the woodpecker to come take
Mm,
care of you?
I don't need no damn woodpecker.
I'm saying, what you call him? What you call
I'm good. I'm good. I don't need nothing right now. Not
it?
especially not no damn woodpecker. Mm,
Right. Let me ask you this, man, because I've been saying some shit about this here about how many times a week do you enjoy having sex? Like if you were married, how many times a week your man could have sex?
shit, if I was married and the but you know what? When it comes to that, it has to be chemistry. You have to have good chemistry with that person.
Right. Right.
Every day, every day.
Oh Lord. They say y'all want it more as y'all get older. Is that true?
Um, yeah, I guess if you with somebody, but if you ain't with nobody, I mean, if you just I am just fucking to be fucking, that's just But mm-mm. But
Oh, okay.
I have heard that too. When I guess when you're with somebody, then cause some women are not aggressive, and I don't mean like come on here and let's have sex, but like
Right.
me, I can if if I'm in a relationship and we're together, whatever, I know I can initiate it. Some women be
Right,
scared to
right,
initiate it.
right, right,
Mm-mm. Come on.
right, right.
Yeah, I'm an initiator at times.
Yeah.
Not probably 90% of the time.
Right. I mean, but that's how it should be. You know what I mean? Like if you know you want some, shout the shit. Come get it. I'm right here. Come get it. You know
cause,
what I mean?
cause far as I know, ain't no man gonna turn down no.
Right. Right. You know, we can't say we got a headache. You know what I mean?
That's
y'all
right.
y'all y'all swear we gay or some shit. You know what I mean? They can't say anybody back hurt. Look, my back hurt tonight. I don't feel like. Oh, what? You must be fucking around. Like, oh my god. I see. That's what I'm saying. Y'all ain't shit. No, nigga, my
but you,
back hurt.
but you know what?
Hey,
I have come to like I have come to understand. Men get tired too, cause hell I do. But I'm just saying,
yeah,
So if I was to come and say, you know, babe, come on, or whatever, however I come at you, and if you say you tired, I'm okay with that because I understand.
right,
But that's just me. You got some
right.
women who gon' flip the fuck out. I'm not fit to flip out
Oh shit, Miss
because
Carey
cause
said ain't no. Miss Carey said ain't no excuses. But see, but that's when I ask women like, you sure you want to be the only one? Like, shout there. When you say you want to be the only one, that means you should be able to do whatever, whenever.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I just
yeah,
I don't I mean, I guess I'm just different. And I know I'm different because I don't trip it. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And the only thing I say is, I mean, because I understand you be tired, but if you do it just out of spite or I don't feel like it, I know ain't nothing wrong with you.
right.
Okay, nigga. The only thing I got for you is remember this shit when you see it again, because you gonna see it again. So just remember when you see
I'll
it
say
again.
you gonna pay him back.
Oh, I got you. I got you. And
Hell
baby, I'm telling
nah.
you, the older I've gotten, even I mean I ain't that old, but I'm just saying, like my willpower is so much stronger now as
Yeah,
to when I used to be like, okay, now I'd be like, nope, and mean that shit.
hell nah.
And I don't care how mad you get.
Yeah, you know
But
you got it.
if
You
we
got
was
that
stand together,
rose.
if we
Yeah,
was
see,
stand what? My
you got
rose.
yeah. See, you got that rose. You can tell a
I ain't
nigga
got
no.
it, but I'm gonna get it. You better believe that.
Pearl,
But
Pearl
see, I'm
said he
single.
Pearl said he gonna send you the money for it. So you got
That's
you
right.
got to
I
send in the
got him.
cash out. Yeah.
Don't worry, I got you, and I got him. hmm
See y'all see we don't have that like the rose. We can't
Mm-mm.
act like that. You know what I
Y'all can
mean?
get y'all a GG. You know.
What the hell is a GG?
It's a, it's a. Y'all can get it. Gone
Y'all
to.
can get it. I don't even know if I want that kind of y'all can get
but
it. Like
like y'all tell us, like I've always heard, ain't nothing like the real thing. Okay,
right, that's what I'm saying. Like
you,
I'm
you.
shut. I don't want no dog, no whatever the hell you talking about. I don't no fake pussy. I don't want none of that. Like hell no, no.
But I'm good with it. Yeah, I got Mr. Pearl.
That is funny.
What I'm saying, like, and then you got, I don't know, but I know it's a bad thing, and I guess it that can work both ways, but it does when women masturbate or whatever they do. It can desensitize you to a man, so you just have to watch
Mm,
yourself.
yeah,
Cause
yeah.
then
If you do it all
you
the
ain't gonna want
time,
no
yeah,
man. Yeah, you ain't
right,
gonna want no man.
right.
Cause that thing gonna do it for you. But I'm an affectionate person, so I like to be touched and hugged and caressed and all that. So mm-mm.
So you need a rose with hands.
No, I don't need no. I don't. I need when it do what it do at the time I needed to do what it do. That's fine. But I mean, but that why when I was saying people want a companion. Like I
Right,
don't want. I mean, because their rose can't or no other toy can't do what a man can do.
that's right. Apply that pressure. That toy
Mm-mm.
can't
I
apply that
love
pressure.
I love to be touched by a man. Hell, a toy can't do all the stuff I needed to do.
Right.
Like
Right.
it ain't affectionate.
Hey man, like that shit ain't never really made. Like I don't really be into porns and all that shit. Like I had my days where I used to watch one every now and then, but watching somebody else fuck like that ain't gonna do nothing for me.
Yeah. What kills me is, and I used to be the same way. Like I would be so quiet when say nothing or talk to nobody or tell no, like you be embarrassed about, I guess, the things that go on. I mean, I know everybody's life ain't public. Hell, my life ain't public. But I mean, simple shit like this, conversations about, stuff that happens, masturbating. Hell,
Right.
I ain't gonna say everybody done it, but most of us have.
Yeah, everybody done it. They
Yeah,
might not have did it but one time, but everybody done
right.
tried it. I guarantee you.
At, at least once or twice. Yeah.
Right.
And see,
Everybody
one thing
everybody
about it,
except
a
me.
woman know her body better than a man do.
Yeah, of course.
So, I mean, but you got some women out here, they just like scary, don't like to talk about stuff or whatever. Shit, I'm whatever. I got you.
Yeah. I mean, because it was taboo when we were growing up. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, women were scared to talk about. Like I said, I always had one to play social, so they used to talk to me about everything. So you know what I mean. But they used to feel like they ain't got nobody to talk to because they don't want nobody to think they're a hoe or whatever. Like, hey man, it's a part of life, y'all.
Right.
how you got here from your folks having sex?
Yeah,
So
exactly. Exactly. But
you know what I mean.
what I guess I'll never understand. I don't even try to understand it is, how men can call a woman a hoe because she out here screwing all these different men. But what makes it different from when y'all do it?
I mean, like, we got men hoes.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got men
But
hoe,
but
but in
but
some men
we're
eyes, that's not. I ain't no
no,
hoe. Or
but we're seen as players. We're not seen as
oh,
hoes.
okay. Oh,
Now
oh,
we only seen as hoes if you out here selling dick. You know what I mean? But nah, we seen it player, but that's like it is some double standards in the world,
it
and
is
there's some differences between men and women.
a lot.
Women don't want to believe that, but it is. And like
Oh, yeah.
it ain't gonna never look good for you to go around fucking a bunch of
Mm-mm.
niggas,
No.
especially if you gonna try to get married later on.
Yeah.
Like, boo, that's not what a man want to marry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A man
Yeah.
will date you a long time, man will sleep with you a long time, but he's not gonna marry that. I
Oh
ain't, I ain't never, I ain't never met a man that said, "Shit, man, I want to marry that whole Lisa."
no.
Or like women brag about they got a big pussy. Like, baby, that ain't cute.
No.
You know
Mm-mm.
what I mean? Like the nigga, I ain't never had one of my homeboys say, "Hey, man, I want to marry old big pussy Brenda." It's not, man. Nigga will sleep
Yeah.
with you, yes. Nigga's not gonna marry you though. You
No.
can now. Are we wrong for that? No.
No. No. Mm-mm.
You chose to be a hoe. Hey, boo, you had to deal with the consequences of that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of men, shit, they can't get married either because they've been a player all their life. Like they are considered a hoe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So a lot of women they don't want to fuck with them. Not on no marriage shit. You know
Right.
what I mean? Because she think you gonna always fuck around or you know what I mean? So they're not gonna get married to you either. So but that's the consequences of your actions. Like you got consequences to everything.
Oh yeah.
You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? So like it was a girl. This was years ago, man. She told me that she had actually watched me for like 2 years before she said anything to me.
Wow.
And she was like, she just wanted to see what type man I was on some real shit without me. Cause see, people don't understand. when people ain't paying attention to you, or you feel like ain't nobody paying attention to you, you'll do anything.
Oh yeah,
Now, you'll stop a lot of shit if you know somebody watching you.
of course.
You know what I mean? So she was like, I just want to see how you was as a man, like what type women you fuck with, if you was a hoe or whatever. You know what I mean? Like a lot of women might have considered me attractive when I was doing comedy because they hadn't seen that like me. You know what I mean? Like the way it was more about personality. I don't think I'm the best looking motherfucker, but it was more about personality and how I carry myself.
Hmm.
So they automatically assumed that I was a big old hoe. I'm like, no, I'm like everybody not attracted to me. You know what I mean? They like what they see on TV, but that's it. You know what I mean? So I don't get caught up in that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not like I've always been popular. Like I tell people, the only thing TV did was to put me on a bigger scale. But
Hmm.
I was used to all this shit, man. You know what I mean? So it didn't really phase me like that. But no, man. But women shouldn't want a bunch of niggas that go up in them. Like to me, you should value yourself more than you know what I mean, want to be cool and have a bunch of niggas like shout you should value yourself. Cause
Exactly.
niggas are leaving shit in you.
Ugh.
You
Ugh.
know what I mean? Like I don't have women that got upset with me because I wouldn't take the rubber off.
Oh. Why?
Hey, shout out, no, baby. I'm running around the country. I'm not finna first of all, leave my seed everywhere. Second of all, I'm not finna trust you with my life. Like,
I'm
shout I
trying to
know
tell you.
I'm in town for the weekend or the week. Hey, I'm not finna trust you with my life like that. No, yeah,
I'm
no.
trying to tell you.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
hey, man.
Mm-mm. And then women so treacherous these days. Mm-mm.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I've always had a bunch of play sisters, and the shit that they talk to me about would make them tick, would make them treat niggas a certain way, would make them crazy about niggas. Like, shut, I know all that. So it's hard to get me caught up.
Oh,
It's
definitely.
really hard to get me caught up. And I tell women all the time, just be yourself, shawty. If I'm gonna fuck with you, I'm gonna fuck with you. You
Period.
know what I mean? And I don't really care about your background because I got a hell of a background too.
Yeah.
Now I don't want everybody being able to come and tell me about
Right.
you. But
Now that's a
goddamn, now
difference.
yeah. Now if everybody can come and tell me about you, like, hey, wait a minute, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I have a background too, so you know what I mean.
We all come with history, and
Right, right.
everybody got, everybody got some kind of skeletons in their closet or whatever, you
That's
know.
right.
And I do believe that people can change, but you have to want to.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? Because some people believe that people never change, or I think they can if they want to. If you
right.
but that's a choice.
That's right. And you should leave it up to them because if they change just for you, guess what? As soon as they get pissed off with you, guess what they're gonna do?
But going back,
Everything that they goddamn change.
that's right.
Everything that they know drive your ass crazy, they finna do it all
That's
over
right.
again.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So and that's why I say, y'all just come like on some real shit, most people don't change. And like I tell people, man, if somebody has been a certain way for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, they not gonna change just because you came along.
Right.
They not gonna change. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because you met them or you was attracted to them because of who they was. Now
Right.
your feelings done got involved. Now you got to change. You got to do this. No, nigga, I'm the same motherfucker I was before you came along.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like I tell people, man, I don't really be in on who I am because I don't do shit, man. I be chilling, man. Like I've had a great life. I've been able to do some amazing shit. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
my life now, I'm low key trying to enjoy the rest of my life.
I'm trying to
I'm
tell you.
not I'm not caught up in all that bullshit. I don't
Right.
really give a damn about hanging out no more because you can't.
No.
it ain't even about you showing out. It's shit. It might
Uh,
jump off anywhere, anytime. It don't
right.
even have shit to do with you. But
Mm-hmm.
you lose your life because you happen to be in the wrong place
Wrong
at the
place at
wrong
the
time.
wrong time. Right.
I don't care nothing about none of that shit like that.
Yeah, you want to go out and enjoy yourself,
Yeah,
but you can't because it's hard.
right. You got to keep your eye on everything.
And then sometimes, I mean, you have to just, and these days, it's up to everybody. You have to stay prayed up because sometimes
Yeah,
you ain't even safe sitting in your own house
right, right. That's what
because
I'm
people
saying.
want to act stupid. And
Yeah,
cause that's just like I come home at in the middle of the morning. So, like my my sister, she sleep she sleep light. So when I come in the door, and just the other night when I was coming in the door, I w- and this happened simultaneously. She said it scared her to death. I was sticking my key in the door, turning the door. Soon as I was doing that, gunshots was going off. She said the only thing in
yeah,
her head could think was that something happened to me because it happened at the same time. Like
right,
it
right,
wasn't planned or nothing. It just came in. It just happened that way.
right,
So you
right.
just never you're never safe. And then I was like, I carry pepper spray, but I probably need to get me a pistol because I walk because where I live and I have to park so far away from my building, and I'm walking by myself at night, in the middle of the morning, and you just
Right,
never know what could
right,
what could happen or whatever. I mean, so it's just you just never safe nowhere.
right.
That's
I
why
mean,
I come home.
I would advise you just like my niece, my sister, my daughters. I've told them all. If you're not a felon, go get your gun license.
Right. Well,
But also go to the range. Learn
yeah,
how to shoot.
yeah.
For some reason, everybody think that just because they got a gun that they turn into a shooter. Hey man,
No, you
hey,
don't
you
because
don't.
I don't like okay. It's always been said like I know that guns don't kill people. People kill people.
That's right.
But me per se, I would have to go to a gun range because I am
That's
so
right.
afraid of guns. I am so afraid of them. That's why I could have been when and got one, but I'm just so scared of them. It's just me. But my daughter, she has one and she knows how to shoot. And I was like, Lord, that scared me because she ain't but 30.
Yeah.
But
But what you
she
mean?
is
But
for
30.
her protection.
She grown, Shawty. Hey, you
She
talking about?
is. That's my baby. But I'm just
Hey,
saying,
I
I'm
just talked
glad
about
she
that.
has
We
it. I'm glad
parents
she has
always see
it
their
for her
kids as little
protection.
kids. I don't give a damn how old you get. Parents
Yeah,
always
I'm
see their
glad.
kids as little
But
kids.
I'm saying I'm
Uh,
glad she has it because she
right,
has to protect herself and my grandson.
right,
But
right.
I'm like, honey,
And these niggas are not built the way we were.
right.
So like
Absolutely
I
not.
got two daughters. Like I said last week, my main thing is making sure my kids can survive without me.
That's right.
I'm not worried about them while I'm here, but when
Oh
like
yeah.
I found out at 44 that your parents are the only ones that really have unconditional love for you.
Oh yeah.
Like
That,
when I lost my mama and my daddy, I was like, hey man, shit ain't the same, man. And then
yeah.
with my big brother, like even though we had a that sibling rivalry, like, but that was my dog. It wasn't nothing I couldn't call that nigga for and say,
Right.
"Hey, bro, this going on." That nigga like, "Shit, nigga, come get me. Where you at?" You know what I
Mm,
mean? So when I lost all that and I became like I told my sister, shit, sometimes I feel like I'm out here by myself. You know what I mean? Because hey, man, I come from a different era.
mm-hmm.
When our era, people showed love when
Yeah.
they genuinely cared about you now.
Oh yeah.
Like now, all this shit fake as fuck. You
You
don't know
telling me?
if motherfuckers really care about you or they setting your ass up.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
hey man, this shit is
That's
crazy
why
out here.
that's why
So
I keep a small circle.
that's
My
right.
circle is
That's right.
not big. I don't care because I don't care who know me and who don't because the people that's in my life, they are genuine and I know that because
Right.
I know if anything was to go down or happen, those people will be there. and I don't have a problem with that.
Right.
Fellas.
What's happening? What's happening, Pimp? Both of y'all. What's happening, man?
All right, what's
Hey,
going on,
Hi,
man.
man?
gentlemen. How are y'all?
Hey, how you doing?
She let me give her props. She had to come on here and keep me company because y'all nigga left me hanging, man.
No,
I told her, I said, look, they don't talk about a new time. Everybody probably forgot about the new time.
hey, hey,
Man.
man, I finally learned the hard way, man. I don't drink enough, man. So I think I'm gonna have to. I thought I keep thinking I'm a veteran. I keep forgetting I'm a late bloomer. So my body crashed different after 2 or 3 drinks.
Right. Hey, Pimp, you gotta remember you ain't that young thug no more now. Hey,
No, man,
man.
no, man, not at
Hey
all.
man, no, it ain't the same, Pimp. Especially if you don't do it often. Shit, okay, you gonna
And
do
then
it
the
real quick.
crazy part, I kept hitting the snooze button. This time at 10, I was like, I'm gonna wake right up at 11:30. Bro, I got into some dream, and I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm supposed to be doing something in the dream, right? But the dream so interesting. I'm like, man, but it's something you supposed to be doing. I was telling you
Nah,
something. I don't know what I heard, but it was something from somewhere I heard.
that is
I was
crazy.
like, I looked at the time and say, oh shit.
Hey,
Hey
man.
man.
I got both of my grandboys, man. This shit is, it's a different job, y'all. This shit is,
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey
You
Pimp.
got the
listen.
squad with you.
Hey, man,
Hmm.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna let y'all have this and go take me a nap because I gotta be to work at 5.
Hey, man.
Yeah, Shawty, go get that
Don't
rest,
forget.
man.
And thank you,
Definitely,
Miss
man.
Indy.
Hey, we doing it then tonight too at 8. So if you want to come back on, Shadow,
Oh,
you can
I
come back
got
on.
y'all.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
be there.
We'll
All
see you
right,
in the
baby.
den.
Be
That's
careful
right.
out there.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Hey, man, I'm finna pull up at my grandma's house and I'm gonna get on the computer, man, in 3 minutes. I'm down here in Ellenwood. So I'm
All
gonna
right.
tap
Okay.
in. I'm gonna tap in 3 minutes.
All right,
All
Pimp.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Black, what been going on, man?
Oh man, I just been chilling, man. I was running at the last minute too, man.
Yeah.
So I thought I was gonna be late. I'm running around. I'm like, shot. I gotta take a bath. I gotta do all this shit, man. Because hey,
Right.
man. But
Yeah,
nah,
man. We had my a partner of mine, um, Papu at 11:45. He one of the owners there. It was
Oh,
his
okay.
birthday, so he
The,
wanted us to come out with him.
the real Papoose.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not that one. Not New
Oh,
York.
okay.
Nah,
Oh,
nah,
okay.
nah, nah. He's actually this guy actually from Africa.
Yeah, I had to get my damn charger. Put this goddamn phone on this motherfucker. This bitch be all the way dead.
Yeah, man. It was one of them nights, man. I tell you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I went and hung out with my niece last night
Oh
because she
yeah, well,
wanted
y'all
me.
went to.
Nah, man, she wanted me to meet her little dude.
Oh,
She done got serious about this little dude. He talking
yeah.
about marriage and all that, so she wanted me to meet him.
Okay.
And I left from down there by 12 o'clock. She called me. Oh, you going home? I said, yeah, baby. I don't hang out no more. It's too crazy out here.
Right, right.
So I'm headed to the crib, shouted. I
Yeah.
don't. Hey man.
Uh, yeah, the folk. Now I will say, it's man. I was man. What was that thing they was talking about online? Who is that? They was talking about man. What is that little couple name? They was talking about the couple that just had the baby. Oh yeah, Rihanna and ASAP. But
Oh,
it just hit my
yeah.
mind when you was talking about that. Yeah, ASAP Rocky and Rihanna. I guess she had the baby boy, but it was crazy because it hit my mind because one of the transgenders said, how he repeated it? He said, "Gosh, I hope it's a." I think it was something like he said, "Hope it's a girl," something like that. He said because if not, it'll just be one of the thug boys or something like that. It was some comedian. Oh, a matter of fact, it was a comedian transgender.
Hell no.
I don't know how you say it, but it was a real comedian.
Right,
I couldn't tell, really, honestly, and I ain't making fun, but I noticed people in the comment they like, is this a girl or a dude? Like, is
right,
this a dude or a
right.
girl? And it's supposed to be some popular comedian. So I guess the
Yeah.
punchline was, hope it's a girl because it'd be one of the little thug. It'd just be a pretty thug baby or something like that. It said. So
Right, hey.
I say Monday morning, boy. The blows will start Monday morning.
I believe it.
Yeah, the blows will start. But yeah,
Right,
these young folk, man, they are kind of getting marriage a shot, But I try to tell all of them, hey, I a lot of them are doing it because they see the younger entertainers, you
right,
know,
right, right, right,
and which is a good thing. But I'm like, boy, I think a lot of y'all don't really know what you're signing up for. And not
right,
saying don't do it because you're
right, right,
supposed to do it,
right,
but you better make sure you know who you're signing up with.
right,
You see what I'm saying? I I don't think people talk enough about the spiritual part and the flaws of each person. Because if
right,
you don't know these flaws and you don't know this person's spirit for real,
right.
because it goes back to what you say. Everybody got this. Everybody got this chameleon part.
Mm-hmm.
I can give you the best version of this, and it can last a long time.
Yeah, yeah. I've been playing that role for the longest, so I can play as long as I need to.
Yep. All of a sudden, other pieces start to peel off them layers, and boy, this also who I am. And if you can't
Right,
accept this, we in for a world. You in for a world of trouble, because this
right,
really me too. It's just
right,
I do like this version I'm giving you,
right,
but I don't think people understand how weak the flesh can get sometimes,
right,
and and people take I like to say it all the time. People take it for granted because people don't really believe we living in a satanic world.
right.
You
Yeah,
And I mean, ain't
yeah,
no other way to say it. I'm just a firm believer in God, no matter the things I do, no matter how disobedient I am, because I
right,
see it. And a lot of times, you know, I've noticed a lot of times I have to walk outside and I I see the trouble I could really get into. You know what I'm saying? That's just like last night. For real, the party was gonna last till maybe 4 in the morning because it's their venue. You see what I'm saying? But even though me and my partner was there together, 1:30, 1:45, we like, boy, this it. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, this I mean, and it kept getting packed by the second, like by the second 20 more, 30 more, 50 more was coming. And we was like, boy, this it, boy. Like, he was like, boy, we already had personal bottles. I told the table, hey, hey, you know, y'all can have that. It was like, really? I'm
right,
like, I promise you, we ain't did nothing to it. It's probably we probably hadn't drunk number that much out of each bottle. Like, hey,
right, right,
shit, it's three of us, but my other partner, he really don't care for drinking. He just like to
right,
smoke.
right,
So
right.
really ain't
Yeah,
nobody drunk number me and him. Like,
right,
yeah, y'all can have it if y'all want it. I promise you, we ain't did nothing to it. So it's like, yeah, we know, we seen you drink out of it, and him. And I'm like, yeah, it's cool.
right,
Shit, 1:45, we out there. Stopped and got something to eat, and I stopped and said hey to one of my other partners at his little club, and yeah, him and his girlfriend they club, and then after that, I was like, man, cause it's still that thing in me. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to. That's what I'm trying to let the people know. It's still that thing in me that kind of had that itch, that feel. But I know better. That's the only point I'm
right,
getting to.
right, right,
You know what I'm saying? I
right.
know better. So I'm like, hey, boy, it's time to go. I got. I remember. this was about 4 months ago. I'm at this club. I ain't gonna say the name right. So my mind say, all right, Q, it's time to go, man. It about 3:30, right? No, I ain't got no business out. You know, but the vibe is cool. He said, now you know where you at. It's 3:30. Let's go. I said, all right, all right, all right. Some more female walk in. I'm like, all right, 15 more minutes, 15 more minutes. My mind said, all right now, 15 minutes up, let's go. This no lie. I was like, all right, all right, all right. 2 minutes, Black. 2 minutes over the 15 minutes. I hear a nigga run back in the door. Boy, they got them sticks. So when he say that, I'm like, pop, 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 pop. I'm talking about it. I'm like, oh shit.
Hey man.
I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, you got to be the biggest fool in the world.
Hell no.
I'm like, nigga, you got to be on suicide mission. I'm like, your mind done told you over and over. And first of all, your mind didn't even have to tell you because you already knew better. That's
Right.
what
Right.
I done pushed the envelope. I say, man, I'm ducking inside a goddamn club. These folk coming here chasing anybody. Nigga done ran in here. I don't know if they running after him or what, but it's just
Right.
crazy, you know.
Right.
But it's that fleshly feel though, Black. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I know a lot of people don't understand that. I'm like, nah, just a couple of more minutes. Just a couple of more minutes.
Right.
You know
Right.
I'm like, man.
Hey man.
But
Like for me, Pimp, I gotta stay out the way, man.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I got to stay out the way, man, because my attitude toward disrespect or whatever is still the same as it was coming up. You know what I mean? So, and I know these motherfuckers got a problem with conflict or anything. So, and it's too many drugs that these motherfuckers on. Like
Right.
I don't know the effects of all these drugs. Like I don't know how I make these motherfuckers feel because I'm not into that shit. So you know what I mean, nigga. And to me, like now, when I just look at people, man, a lot of people are miserable as fuck. You can see it in them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I be like, hey man, you don't never know what's on this motherfucker mind. And if a motherfucker just happen to be on some drugs or something, it might go down at any time. And then
Anytime.
with hey man, everybody carry their pistol everywhere now.
Yeah.
Like, hey
That shit
man,
crazy.
hey, Pimp, I just try to stay out of the way, man. All right, that's
Hey,
it.
have y'all noticed since they passed that law, these young niggas, right? They was already doing it, but now they freely walk around with them big ass guns with them
Right.
goddamn. They call them dicks. The little, the
Yeah.
long,
Yeah.
the clip. The
Yeah.
shit shoot 2 times and jam up every time. I never seen one that worked.
Cause see, I knew when I was I met a dude that worked at the gun range, well at the pawn shop, and he told me
Mm-hmm.
that they make all them cheap ass guns just to sell them to us, pimp. They're not gonna tell you the guns that you really need. They keep that shit
Need.
up on the lock and key for them. You know what I
Right.
mean? And they
Right.
told my cousin that too. My cousin go to the gun range at. They told him that they sell us all the bullshit guns, all the cheap bullshit for
Yeah.
that reason. You know what I mean? For that reason. Like I tell people, man, it's you got to learn how to play the game. The game ain't finna change for you. They don't have this game on lock for years, man, and they know how to keep their shit the way they need it.
Right.
The system is set up for them. It's not set up for you. What you have to do is learn how to play how you want to play within that system. But the system's still set. I don't give a damn how you look at it. You know what I mean? So, hey man.
Nigga gotta know when to fall back. Cause you can't
Right,
win in that shit.
right,
Ain't no
right,
win.
right.
It's
Nah.
it's no win.
Nah.
So hey, look, it took me all these years to realize, even though I've been out the game for about 10 years, I just now realized, just looking at this thugdom shit, no one has ever defeated this shit. No one
No, Bill,
has
no.
ever say, okay, I went through the game and I did and like we go in the game thinking it's a forever thing.
Yeah, Yeah, it's jail or hell, pimp. Like we said
Yeah.
last
Far
week,
from that.
Yeah.
it's jail or hell, pimp.
It is, man.
It's
And
far
then
from that. I
they
hate
make
I
it where
wasted all my time.
they make so much money even if you go to jail. Like pimp, I was talking about that shit 20 years ago when jails first started being privatized.
Right.
Like pimp, come on, man. It's hey man, it's a they got their system. They got their system right, nigga. Like they gonna win off your ass in all kind of ways. Like I tell people, just think about it. Okay, you pay taxes even though you work, you got a good job or whatever. How much? Pimp, you pay taxes 7 times on the same goddamn money.
For real.
Because they tax you when you get your money. Then they tax you for everything that you do.
Mm-hmm.
So pimp, goddamn, man, it ain't no win. You got to know how to play the game. You got to be smart in the game.
Yeah, you do.
You ain't gonna win, but you can be
No.
comfortable. And then like I tell people
Oh, no,
that brag on celebrities and so and so done made this amount of money. Okay, you do still know that it's a white man that paying him. I don't give a damn how much
Right.
money he made. It's still a white man out there paying him. So guess what? They still on top.
Yep.
Now, once you get to that level and you start, you done made all that money. Okay, now you should start doing shit where you gonna have your own little system.
right.
Like pimp, if I had some real money, I go buy one of these little country ass towns. These towns ain't high.
By the whole
I go
town, though.
buy the whole fucking town, pimp.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
run everything in the fucking town, pimp.
I like that.
Come on
Yeah,
now. My own police department, my own pimp. I run
Yep.
everything in that town, pimp.
yeah, I like that.
You know what I mean? That's type shit I'm on.
Right.
Like pimp, if I hit the lottery, nigga, I'm gonna go buy me some land and I'm gonna build my own community. I'm talking about gated in and everything.
Right.
Well, hey, I know I want to ask y'all. This going away from what you're talking about, Blank, but can somebody explain to me what this Rico shit is? Cause I don't. This Rico shit is that shit itself is not. It shouldn't be legal, man. That's some bullshit. I'm just not learning about it.
Well,
Yeah.
see,
Like,
right now it's a RICO on the state level. The Fed can
On the
pick it up
state
now.
level. Yeah.
Yeah, Fed can pick it up now. So if
Yeah.
if they lose
If
in
the
the
state
state
start
or the
losing.
state drop, yeah, Fed gonna pick it
but see
up.
what I'm saying is, what falls under the Rico, what don't fall under. It's like they got that shit covered from A to Z.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it seems like,
It
nigga,
is.
if you get away with this, we got you on this.
Right.
If you
But
get
pimp,
away with that, we got that shit crazy, man. I don't
Rico,
understand.
all
hold on,
Rico
hold on,
is
hold
an
on, John,
organized
hold on.
game.
Yeah, but but see, pimp, let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you how simple the system is. Now you know every time you go to jail, that's on your jacket.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now they gonna make money out of you because you burning out every time. So they making money right now. And then when they get tired of you, after they don't make so much money on you, with you going in and out of jail, then they get tired of you. The judge will tell you, look, I don't want to see your ass in my court no more. Okay, show your ass back up there. Pimp. Okay, now they finna send your ass. Well, you finna do 20, 25, making money by making that bed count every motherfucking day for 25 years. Pimp. So
Hey.
they still getting money off your ass.
Yeah.
So the niggas that
Yeah.
love to be in and out of jail, pimp, you are making them rich by going in and out of goddamn jail, pimp. Learn
That's it.
the system. Like that, like you say that Rico, yeah, it covers everything from A to Z, but again, you trying to beat them in their system. It's no way. That's why they'll let you keep getting out. They'll let you keep making bond. They'll let you keep
Ain't
paying all
no
that,
no
Mm-hmm.
that
way.
lawyer
Yeah.
fees, all the lawyer fee, all this, they all tied in together, pimp. These high, these high,
Yep.
these high, these high profile lawyers, pimp, they got relationship with these
Yeah.
judges, man, and these DAs now. They all tied in together.
Yeah. Yeah. They
So
all
That's
definitely.
crazy.
I mean, it's a
you can't
working
defeat this
system
system, right?
now. And even when it was a loophole, they found a way to plug it after you beat them that time. All right, we'll plug it this way.
Yeah,
Cause
yeah,
see, it was the
So
RICO Act came about.
when all else fails, Rico.
Uh,
yeah. they'll
See,
let you keep going until hey man, you ain't got no way out.
see, see. That's why I say let's go back to the beginning. First of all, no, this color, Hispanics, everybody who here right now, Asians, everybody who been here from the moment it became a newfound land with Christopher Columbus. They wrote the rules. You see what I'm saying? I really need everybody to understand that. They wrote the constitutions. There was no input with us putting down on that piece of paper to make sure it's fairness, just fairness. We ain't talking about nothing good, just to be treated fair with us and anybody who don't look like us. So they done wrote all these rules coming from 1776. And look how we introduce prison into their constitution. Because notice they made all the laws, they made all the rules. So then when you speed back up now to where like we talking about with a young thug them, but like I say, starting from past tense, whether it's legal or illegal, let's do both ways at the same time. You you who is the distributor, which of course is white, we gonna drugs into play. You get the dope over here. You talk to me to put the dope in the community. I do it because you know I'm poor. Now let's go a legal way. Go back to Tulsa, Oklahoma. These people lace their bootstraps up and they build a community. What you talking about, Black? It's
Right.
thriving. It's thriving so much that Black Wall Street became the name. It is now about to outdo New York, the New York market
Right.
exchange. That's in
Right.
the making. That's happening. Now we speed back up, like I say, from whether you want to bring prohibition or which back then was mostly number games, or you want to bring the drugs into it. However, now here it is for people who like, okay, well, this is the easy way, get us started. You know what I'm saying? Get money flowing, give people a shot, whether it cripple them or whether it can hurt them. You know, either way it go, they can be an earner.
Right.
Now, if you're doing it legitimately, Black Wall Street way, they done showed you. We're gonna come through, we're gonna bomb your town, and we're gonna take it. And y'all gonna have to war for it. You see what I'm saying? The same way most of us had to lace up our bootstrap, our forefathers back then, and really start killing white people because y'all kept taking so much advantage of us that even after y'all said we was free, we wasn't free. You see what I'm saying? So what did people start doing? Hell, I ain't gonna take this no more. I'm not gonna sit here and just let you kill me or let you deliberately work me in the ground. So we'll do what Nat Turner do. We'll just wake up and we'll start going house by house and we'll just start killing y'all. So they had to go back to the drawing board again. Hey, what we would do, y'all give us Nat Turner and we're gonna give y'all all this land over here. And they already knew y'all ain't got enough to protect yourselves in this land, so we'll let y'all build it up.
Right.
And this before Black Wall Street. And you look at it,
Right.
it's always basically is what you say, Black. It's always the same game. They just do it in different ways. I, you know, let's speed up now back to today's time because I got to go back and forth because a lot of people may not have the history.
Right.
Miami, Florida. Miami, Florida. Everything in Miami, Florida, Black. It was built off cocaine. The
Oh yeah.
condominiums that people go into now was built off cocaine. The small little boat casinos, it was built off cocaine.
Uh,
The luxury places that you visit, all the way down from first all the way up to Ocean and 15, it was built off cocaine. Them folks let all these people, all different colors, make money off the cocaine. Everybody who was Hispanic and black got the worst end of it. But even
That's right.
Noriega had a good deal. We're going to give you a penthouse. let you do 25 years in a fucking penthouse. And when you come out, you can keep all your money. The only thing is he couldn't do right. You see what I'm saying? By they laws. And what he was saying in his own mind, honestly, why the fuck should I have to do right by you when the deal got orchestrated through you and Bush? Nigga, he was down. He was in the
Yeah,
meeting.
yeah.
And that's what he was struggling with. Why do I have to goddamn do this time? And motherfucker, I had a direct agreement
Hey,
with
and he
Steve.
right. And he right. I think he right.
But,
But
but,
that goes to show you how
hold
fucked
on,
up.
Pearl, before you start, because see, I want our listeners, what I really want our listeners to understand, Pearl, is that it was people who either was there with the director of the FBI, CIA, or the president himself. Because see, we keep getting bamboozled. Oh, you shouldn't have been doing drugs in the first place. I want people to really understand this, and I do be having to yell this because I know working people don't understand.
Nah, that's what it
I'm
is.
talking about people who are with the directors who give you the fucking laws. See, people think this shit is a game. Because see, on TV, you when you turn on this TV, you're not understanding you getting somebody else's vision. It ain't your vision.
That's
They done
right.
painted the vision that they know your brain really want to fucking hear.
That's right.
And long as your ass can go to the club, as long as your ass can get these 40 hours a week, and as long as your ass can pay this taxes on this house that your ass don't own, you really trapped up in a motherfucking game. So when this hard game come that most motherfuckers get into because they like, hey, why the fuck I got to keep having my mama live in poverty? Why the hell my father, I got to see him like black. I got to see him break his fucking back for 40 motherfucking plus years. And I know my father wants something else better. I know he wants something else better. But because he got my mama, us as these kids, he don't want to disappoint us. He got to go slave on this motherfucking job for 40 motherfucking years. And then not only that, when he got down at goddamn retirement, he get ready to check out of here. Then how the hell Black gonna get the confidence? Listen, he done saw his dad lace up his bootstrap. He done saw him go to work. And when it's time for his daddy to retire, he gonna get the notion later on that damn, my daddy really worked himself to death.
Yeah.
And then they gonna tell Black he got to be okay with that. But then when Black go look at somebody else's household that's a different shade, different color, and look at the 40 years they put in, and then start connecting the dots of how they really got their 40 years and about to get 50 more. So your daddy got 40 years and he about to get 50 more years living. I'm like, hey, damn, this shit ain't adding up because I see what your daddy into. I'm in this lane dealing with my new lane on how to get money in a legitimate way. And boy, y'all ain't so legit over here. So it's gonna make a nigga frustrated. And it's gonna be like, why the fuck my family got to keep breaking their motherfucking back by playing by the rules? And y'all motherfuckers, here it is, I'm thinking y'all playing by the rules. And here it is, I'm now here. I'm here, and I see y'all ain't playing by the fucking rules.
You know where you at?
Have a civilian,
you trapped in that moment. Once you think that, once you realize it, now you in that trap.
Boy, and listen, two things. It's really three, but it is gonna make you angry. And then when you try to have a conversation and normalize it, even with your own people, but they so bamboozled by the limelight, they're like, nah, man, that ain't true.
Yeah, they go. Yeah,
nah, bro, you looking at it the wrong way. Bro,
right.
just go in there and be nice and play the game, man, and just keep
go in
getting
there
the
and
money.
bend over. Go in there and bend over. Go in there and bend your ass over. Yeah.
Right. But now
spread over a little bit.
Get punished worse than what my daddy got punished or my mama got punished. So you want me to go get punished not only mentally, now you want me to go get punished even physically.
And that's why niggas be that. Yeah. That's right, bro. That's right. That's why we die
Oh,
when we 50.
hey, Chad.
That's why niggas be dying. That's
Yeah,
why
Yeah,
niggas be
Chance
dying
said
when
that
they.
nigga preaching. Then what's good? Whoever said what's good, they got you as a Facebook user. They don't have your name up. But
oh, okay.
I do see, yeah, I do see the comment.
Yeah.
But they got you as a Facebook user.
But man, this shit is really these things, and I've been trying to watch my language lately.
I
Trying to
got a question for you though. When you finish, I got a question though, Johnny, because you're making some
oh,
good
oh,
points. What
oh no, it's all
what do
good.
a
Go ahead,
nigga
bro.
do?
Hmm.
What do we do when we get to that point where we start to realize? Because you between the rock and the hard place. Because you got young men. Okay, we figured it out. But what about the
Hmm.
young man that's 35 and he realized, goddamn, if I keep doing this, I'm gonna die when I'm 55, like my daddy did. Or I got a chance to go over here with red them killing them over here. Like
Yeah.
what the fuck do
Uh.
that's the big question. That's the big question, because at that point, you gonna either goddamn go, you can go left or right, like they say, and it's the pivotal time in your life. Like, but a lot of niggas fail, man. A lot of niggas fuck up right though. A lot of niggas just get stuck and
Yeah.
don't know. That's what I was doing. Black, you remember I
I'm
was
a
doing all that. I was just running like I was running in place, wasn't going no goddamn way. I ain't know if I wanted to.
Right.
right.
But once I
I
figured
mean,
out,
but yeah,
I,
you
I,
got
I just figured out me personally.
you first of all, you gotta find out what you really want to do. Like
Yeah.
you can make a living doing anything, pimp.
Yeah.
You can make it. You can like it's over 7 billion people in this world. You're not the only one that's gonna like something or that do something. You just gotta figure out what
Yep.
it is you really want to do, and you gotta dedicate some time to it. Like I tell young people now. I know y'all are used to an instant world, but in reality, the world ain't instant. Anything worth anything
No.
has to be built. It has to have a foundation. If it
Yep.
don't have a foundation, it can crumble at any fucking time. And then by
Right.
not having a foundation, you can't go back and look at how where you fucked up at.
Mm-mm.
Like
Right.
it takes steps, but and you got to have some patience, Pimp. You got to have some patience.
Got
You're
to.
not finna start
Okay.
a business.
Now
Got to.
You're
I
not
just
finna
want to
start.
tell y'all what we're dealing with.
I'm saying, hold on. I'm saying, like, you're not finna start a business and that motherfucker gonna jump off when you start it.
Mm-mm.
Now,
Like,
yeah, we know
like
that.
you
But
got.
I'm saying,
That's
Black,
what I'm saying.
you got people though. Well, I get that, y'all. I get it. I mean, you helped me get that. You helped me. What you saying, I'm living proof of it. But what I'm saying is, I'm dealing with young niggas who be like, yeah, I hear what you're saying, Pearl, but I gotta goddamn get this. I gotta knock this out. I gotta knock this out. I gotta. We be having niggas that stuck in a
Okay,
moment, and then
yeah,
listen what
but
I'm saying. And they tired right now, Black. I'm talking about right now in the moment. Like, how do they get to a point where
Your 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 phone
yeah,
freezing, Pearl.
yeah. But I understand what he's saying, but
Yeah.
it's still like I tell people, man. It's gonna be a point where you got to put your foot down and make a decision.
Yeah.
Now,
But
don't wait till you're back up against the wall to make the decision. When you first start seeing that this shit ain't gonna last for a lifetime, okay,
mhm,
it's time to start making a decision then.
it's time to start
And
making
then
one.
you got to listen.
Yep.
If you don't know how to do something, you got to listen to somebody. You know what I mean? Like we all like when I started hanging out or hustling or whatever you want to call it, I already knew that's not a career.
Right.
That's it just this ain't no career. So my thing was to get in, get some money, get out.
Get out.
You know what I mean?
he's
Now when they start trying to make it a career, that's when I got lost.
Yeah.
And then you want to brag about all the shit you're doing. Like Pimp, you set elements against your
Mm-hmm.
damn self. It ain't nobody stopping you but you. You putting that, hey man, like
But see, this what I done seen too, Black Pearl. When the new technology became to the world,
mm-hmm,
it was so many everybody became a kingpin overnight
Right.
who could do
Right.
technology. You see what I'm saying? A young boy who had $100 to his name, maybe $500 every week, all of a sudden learn how to work technology, and all of a sudden they had $40,000, $50,000, and they was a kingpin. And I seen this multiple times. I seen younger people say, "Oh yeah, boy, that what's called boy, he know how to go on the computer and get the money." And boy, get what? He just went and got. Right now, he got over 100 bags at his house, boy. Boy, that's the plug. Oh, that's such and such. Boy, he was scamming on the computer. Boy, boy, he got 10. He got 10 of those units now. Boy, he the plug. That don't make you a plug. That don't make you a kingpin. You jumped the whole. See, first of all, you went and jumped. You didn't get passed. You jumped all these school grades, and now you up here because you had this bankroll that you got through another way, and now you want to stick it into this lane and don't understand what all come with this lane. But you got all these people around you who hungry. Now you wise enough to know what's around you. But this where you get lost at. You got to keep this image now. See what I'm saying? Because you in this lane. See, you had to stay in your lane. You could have did it the way you wanted to do it. But you decided to jump into this lane with your peers, and now you got to keep this image. Because
that's right.
You feel so good with this image in this lane. And
right.
You got people yelling your name because see, they couldn't yell your name with the scamming. But now you got these bags, you got these units, you got these bottles, and you got them at such a, you got them now at such a convenience and a number. Everybody is praising you. Everybody want to be on your team. But you ain't understood that. You ain't understood nothing about the robbers. See, the only thing you know about the robber, oh boy, nigga come in here and try to rob me, boy, I'ma shoot. But you don't understand that they've been looking at you. You ain't understand they done already had your car bugged. You don't know how to have different multiple cars. You don't even know to have all these cars because first of all, you ain't legit. You don't even know that your cars and your apartment and your condo and your house can't even be in your name. You are living with money, but you are not tied to the money. You don't even know that's how this game go.
Right.
See, that's something when we would commit those crimes back then, 30 plus years, Black, right at 30 years ago. That's one thing they taught me at the table. Hey, boy, you are a real living ghost in front of people's eyes. Q, you can't go put that car in your name. Johnny, you can't go put that condo in your name. That apartment, all that. And when I was sitting there, I'm like, why? He said, because when if these folk ever jump down on you, they have no idea where you at. Your name tied to one thing, your name lead them to everything. Your name ain't tied to nothing, they ain't got nothing. And I just gave everybody $1 trillion worth of game right there.
Oh, yeah.
Your name ain't tied to nothing. That means nothing. That means not even the couch you sit on. That means the umbrella you bought. You ain't swiped that with a credit card. See, this is another thing why they want to eliminate cash out the hustlers.
That's right. I've been trying to tell people.
Y'all instead of using cash out. That's cool. You had a poker game or something, and goddamn it, I'm talking about you ain't no real hustler or nothing. Guess what? You can swap money that way. Mm-hmm. All right, you pitching quarters for $1,000, but you get jobs from your checks every day. You can swap cash out that way. You know you a full-time motherfucking hustler. You ain't even got a cash out. You ain't even got a bank account.
Nah, that's a trail.
You do is cash money. You can't get it in cash. You don't get it. Yep. See what I'm saying?
It's a cash game. That's what it's for.
It's a cash game.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why they just changed that law.
That's why they
That's why they just implemented that law that anything over $600 has to go straight to the government. It used to be
Hey
ten
man,
thousand. Now
hey
it's
man,
600.
I used to keep
Come on,
I used to keep
man.
that shit in shoe boxes for real. I used to keep it in shoe boxes. You don't put it in the bank. Stupid.
Man, listen.
No,
Yeah.
But see,
that's straight
but
paper
see,
trail.
all these folks who just jumped off the porch yesterday, they thinking they got this figured out. And then
Mm-hmm.
when most of them taking care of, honestly, once they get in position to take care of home better, the same way we did, that's why I understand it. But see, the thing is, we had to progress through. You know what I'm saying? See, I remember getting 15, 20 off 100. See what I'm saying? I didn't just, even though I had this type of bankroll, I couldn't just I couldn't become the brick man right then just because I might have had brick money.
It was a
See,
process. Yeah.
it's a process. And not only that, niggas was protecting their territory. So you want this territory I am, you're gonna have to earn it. And you're gonna have to earn it by every day still getting up to work, John.
Oh
So it's
yeah.
up to you, Q, how you want to do it. And we talking about the early 90s. We ain't even talking about
Oh
the
yeah.
early 80s and the mid 70s. We talking
Oh
about the
yeah.
beginning of 89 and 90. So uh, a lot of
Oh,
that
you couldn't even be
mentality,
out there though. I don't mean to
uh,
cut you out. A lot of this popcorn shit that going on. Hey man, listen, popcorn nigga wasn't even allowed. Like you couldn't, man. You couldn't even like. So it was more coded. It was more coded.
way more coded, man. And
Now
I
this
mean
shit.
that that's why
And the
we see,
goal was to get out. I don't mean to cut you off again.
yeah.
I just get upset when I look at people. They think this gonna be a career. Like, shout you up 200. What you doing? Go on. Man, if you get up 200, 300,000, man, what are you doing in
You
this
should
day and
you
time?
shouldn't even want to be in the game no more.
No,
Like
man.
him,
Man,
you done like
it's
you. First
time
of
to try
all, you
your. That's some shit that we started, by the way. Y'all niggas ain't just came up with this shit. We was here when the shit hit town. All three of us, I can say that. So with that being said, take that and go begin to do something else. Cause that's some shit that like we just said a while ago, nobody has ever. You got lucky to get it up to 200. If you get up to 200 or 300, man, you done got lucky, nigga. It ain't nothing to do with skill. People been doing it for 100 years. Nobody never beat it. If you get up 200, 300, fuck that. If you get up 100,
yeah.
go run.
Hey man, the
Right.
goal was to hustle to get some money to start a business. That was the goal.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I can start my own business. Now, how it became a lifestyle and a career, and you want to do it the rest of it, like, pimp, come on, it's no win in it. It's
See,
you're not finna win, pimp.
Get what happened, Black? The phone what happened. See, the phone, even if you came with a plan to get out the game, the enemy. See, first of all, you already done did something that God ain't gave permission for you to do. Because God say
Right.
work. See, I want every man to understand that. Now, you ain't got to believe in God. And that's fine. So for every young man, all the parents who may look at this or whatever, that's fine. You ain't even got to believe in God. But over time, the proof gonna be in the pudding. So,
That's real.
but the
That's the
enemy
real
done
shit.
tricked you because see, once this come into play and you got 200 grand right there, you got your mark. You may have a business plan or you didn't even have a business plan. But this how they get tricked right here, Black. Cause get what happened? Once you get that snapshot and that motherfucker go viral and you in the right place at the right time, get what? You got to keep having those likes, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Hey,
That's
do it
how this
again, Johnny.
generation.
Do it again. How they do it?
Bam. Once that thing say
That's
bam,
it.
and you get those 300,000, 400,000 likes or 10,000 likes, shit. Hey boy,
Hey
I gotta
man,
wake up and do the same thing tomorrow.
they don't
And
realize that's what social media was designed for,
that,
to make you tell on your goddamn self.
hold on,
They
hold
they
on,
they
Black.
know.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Hold on. Listen. Get what, Black? You wrong. You this finna trip you out, and I'm gonna let you go back and research it. Social media. Notice when you go back and look at the Facebook story. See, I really want you to look at that now. It was made for college town European people.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
do black
yeah, yeah,
folks
yeah,
do?
yeah, yeah.
What do we do? What does this color of people do every time? Y'all mean it for one way.
Yeah.
See, we got on here and we revolutionized it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
It was meant for college,
Yeah.
for the college
I
students
mean, just
to
like
enjoy.
MySpace was a musical platform at first.
There you go.
Yeah.
Once
Was it?
TikTok
I
was
didn't
for the
know that.
kids. Yeah, TikTok
TikTok
was for
for
the
the
kids.
kid.
Now grown folk done took over TikTok.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. See, every time they may have an invention, but we'll evolve it. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? Because we'll get on there and do one or two things, put a twist on there, and then that's when it comes about what you saying, Black.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
when they're like, oh, y'all gonna do this
But
on
when
here?
they like what now I'm not saying that it originally started for that, but
Oh,
once
okay.
they seen that motherfuckers like to put their life on there and start telling all they
Right.
goddamn business, yes. Now they have a social media police.
There
Just
you
like
go.
they have a hip hop
A
police.
hip hop
Right.
police. You right. You
Like,
right.
come on, man. Like
You right.
I
You
remember
right.
back in the day when I started rapping, and I used to watch my little
Mm.
cousin them. They doing their thing, but okay, cool. Y'all posting. Y'all first of all, y'all talking about all these guns and shit you got. Then you sitting here posting this shit on Facebook and MySpace and Instagram and like, hey pimp, like hey man, how do y'all figure that's cool? Like I'm lost on what makes y'all think that is cool. You out here violating the law,
Yeah.
and you gonna give them evidence of it? Like
You gonna tell on
who
yourself.
teaching y'all? Who teaching y'all this shit?
Who
And
told you
then
this
And
on
they'll
here?
hold it till they
right,
need it.
where your
They,
OGs at? Well, OGs will tell you, hey pimp, we don't fuck around, but now your OGs now they want to be seen too.
Yep.
yeah, we on here too.
You know,
Yeah, we
like,
got
hey,
we
come
on here
on,
too.
man. Like, hey, man.
But the only thing I say about this social media shit though, if you're smart enough, if you're smart enough, you can you can turn
Yes,
all that around and get you some money on here.
yes,
Yeah, that's
yes,
true.
That's all I'm saying.
But
yes. You
Look
need you
into it.
you
Look
you
into it.
need to know what to
If
post.
you got people fucking with you on here, look into how you can get you some
mm,
money. Because if you're
Yeah,
doing all that, I don't know. As soon as I found out I can make some money on here, the whole everything changed. It's a business, but even with that being said, you still got to be. You can't be no
you
goddamn
got
fool.
you got to know how
I
to play
agree.
their game. Either way, you got to learn how to play the
Yeah,
game. Now
Yeah,
for
you
real.
might be able to once you learn the game, you might be able to enhance it, or you might be able to do some other shit around what
but
you're
this is
doing.
no
But
place for
you
criminal
got
activity, though.
no,
This
no, no,
is
No,
no,
no place. Let
no.
me say it.
no, no,
This is no place for criminal activity.
no.
But see,
Hell
that's what I'm
no.
finna say though, Pearl. You talking about doing it from a legit positive aspect. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
And that's
absolutely.
what
I
you
don't
and
get
Black both saying. It's no
this.
place
This
for
the only flack I
nothing.
get. I want to talk about this though. This the only flack I get
Right.
right here.
Yeah, because pimp.
But I'm hold on,
That,
no black. Go ahead. No, I'll let you go ahead.
no, I'm saying like for me, and I say this all the time. I've been smoking majority of my life. Now,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you when I started doing comedy, that's when I stopped. You know what I mean? Like I used to smoke all the time. I don't give a fuck where I went. I smelled like a pound of weed. I didn't give a fuck until I got into comedy. And my thing was, okay, well, damn, all these folks running up on me. That ain't the first thing I want them to smell when they run up on me. I'm smelling like a
Mhm.
pound of weed. Cause I don't give a damn
Right.
if you pull a blunt 2-3 times, you're gonna smell like a pound of goddamn weed. Especially the shit that they smoke now. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And by me having some influence over people's lives, and I'm learning how I affect people. Like even though I talk about how much I smoke, I'm not finna put it in your face like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said last week, I've been smoking 37 years, pimp, like a chimney. My kids ain't never seen me smoke. They see me smoke like two,
Yeah.
3 times now because they're grown. But then I still don't feel comfortable smoking around my kids. Like I know that's the cool thing to do, to smoke on camera and all, you know. But Just like I don't go to clubs that let you smoke in them because they can raid that motherfucker at any goddamn
but see
time.
that I'm saying. I just
Right.
raise what?
I'm saying
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying they might not do it now, but
There's
they
nothing
can.
to raise.
But they can.
But it's still illegal. Fuck if it ain't. It's still illegal. Now they might be decriminalizing some of this shit, but they still have the option to come and lock your ass up. Just like
Right.
your computer has a IP address, which is the damn social security number for your damn computer. Same
Right.
shit, same concept. Okay, they can look at the IP address and tell exactly where you are.
Yep.
So whenever the
Right.
fuck they want to, they can come and lock your ass up because they said you giving them the evidence to come lock you up.
That's it. Because it's coming
Like,
off your shit.
yes.
With your
So
face.
hey man, like it's certain shit. Like I used to do a joke about if you smoke weed and you sell weed, don't smoke weed in your car because you don't realize that it still smell like weed because you smoke all the time. You're not gonna smell it.
Yep.
But everybody that don't smoke like the police, motherfucker, they smell it before they get to your car. Now they
Yep.
got reason to search your car.
That's it.
You giving them probable cause.
For
Like when
for the
I was
first time
running
in
the
my
street,
life.
I always kept my license and my insurance straight for that reason. Nigga, my license, my insurance straight. You have no reason to search my car.
Right.
It's little simple shit like that that kept me from getting in trouble.
Hey.
Because I'm
For the first
always
time in my life. For the first time in my life, I can ride around in this city, which I don't. I can't. I don't even like coming. I don't like coming on the east side. I don't like riding. Period. But for the first time in my life, I can go and do whatever the fuck I want to do without worrying about. I ain't got no pounds. I ain't
right,
got no
right,
coke. I ain't got no cocaine. Got no
right,
crack. All the
right.
shit that I'm just a man. I
Right. They're
got
gonna
there
say
for taxes.
if you sell weed and you smoke weed. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
If you know you
yeah.
sell
I'm
weed
just
now,
saying.
Right.
you'll be
That's
a
what I'm
damn
saying.
fool.
That's what I'm saying. I'm comfortable with like I ain't. If I don't have it, I'm one of the people, and that's a problem that I have. I ain't bragging on it. I like when I be smoking on here, cause Black, you when you talk to me, I be listening. But and I stop for a while, and I don't do it all the time. But when I'm smoking, I need to smoke. I'm one that have to. I have to.
Yeah.
It's a problem that I have. I want to stop smoking on everything because that's the last thing that shit got me.
Mm.
I've overcame everything else, man. And you know what I'm saying? So I do want to stop, but I'm gonna do it. I got to do it the way Pearl got it. Pearl got to do it
Yeah.
the way Pearl got to do it. But I don't advise nobody to smoke. I'm trying to stop. So if a nigga finna start smoking weed, cause they see a nigga, I'm telling you, I want to stop. If you believe
Right.
everything else, I say believe that. But believe me also when I tell you, if I'm smoking the shit, I don't like smoking. I had to go put them kids up. We pulled over. I
Yeah.
had to stop. I have because if I don't, I'll be in another place. I'm just be real with y'all. Y'all will be writing me or talking about, man, that nigga Pearl should have goddamn or should have. Cause it's gonna happen. I'm just that's where I'm at personally. I have no
Mhm.
problem with sharing it. I'm at
Right,
a
right,
place
right,
right now.
right.
If I don't, nigga, I work 4 hours a day. I
Right.
Right.
couldn't
I
do
mean,
it.
but like I told you, Pimp, I don't expect perfect people. Like
Yeah.
Pimp,
No.
if you're trying to stop and hey Pimp, do what you need to do. But let people know like you just did. I'm trying to stop like you like
Got to.
I ain't never tried to be perfect. You know what I
Right.
mean? I don't mind sharing part of my story with people. I've been an entertainer for a long time. So
Okay. Now I'm
but
listening. Go ahead.
my thing is don't do it looking like you're trying to glorify it.
Oh
Like
hell
tell
no.
people to let people know that it's a habit I got. I'm trying to get rid of my habit. Every now and then, you might see me smoke, but this ain't what you want.
Nah,
You
this
know what I
ain't what
mean?
it said. That
Like I tell people, man. Even though I've been smoking all my life, but hey, man, if it's a habit that you don't have, don't pick it up. Like don't pick it
cause yeah,
up.
you're right. Cause it's one that the shit got me. I promise you, I look in this camera and say it. That shit got me. and this is not where you want to be because
Right.
it's something that controls I like I guess I'm a narcissist in a way, but I'm more of a narcissist about myself. I want to be in control of my. That's one shit that I can't control, black.
Right.
So I
Right.
don't
I mean,
advise. So if you don't smoke now, don't. That's one because
no,
this ain't no.
no,
They
man,
talking about gateway, and I
no.
don't know about all that shit, but I
No,
do
it
know.
ain't no gateway because I ain't never had to hear this fuck with
Right,
nothing else.
but
I'm
what
cool.
I'm saying, they say that, but what I'm saying, I don't know about that, but I do know this shit'll get a hold of you, like them
Yeah,
other
yeah.
motherfuckers.
Your body can get addicted to anything, bro.
Yeah, and I'm talking about shit.
And
Like
not just drugs. If you love to eat, your body can get addicted to food.
right,
You can get addicted to shopping.
right.
You can get addicted to anything.
And then you had an excellent point about what they smoked today, because you're right.
Right, right,
Cause what we used to smoke back in the day used to get us this shit different. But
right.
see, I can't even, I gotta smoke this shit there because I'm
But
addicted to whatever
let me tell you.
all this gas
I
shit they talking about.
yeah, but see, I listened to I listened to a roster one time, and a roster said the same shit I've been saying all my life. He
Them
been like, the shit that we smoke is regular weed. It comes from the earth.
Mm-hmm.
right,
It gave us energy. The shit that
yeah,
they smoke now makes you tired and lazy,
Lazy.
and it's super addictive because that's what they
Yep.
want, pimp.
them chemicals.
Just like they took cocaine to crack because it was more addictive.
Yeah,
Okay, now that they selling shit in the dispensary and all that shit, they need you hooked on it
yeah, they
Yep.
do.
because now they done invested their money into that shit. So now they need you addicted.
Addicted. Like the
Yeah, I
cigarette.
want that. Right, I want that shit that
Tobacco and
comes out
nicotine.
the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm wondering, is this shit gonna start causing something like cancer or something? Being that it's not the natural shit.
No,
The
no,
shit I smoke.
not the weed. It's the cigars.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah,
But see,
yeah,
like I tell people, like my niece and them think I'm crazy because I don't fuck with swishers. I don't fuck with none of that shit. Now I know that the raps I get, they got a little tobacco and nicotine in it too, but it's not as bad as you got them breaking a blunt and then you leaving evidence every fucking well. Nigga, wherever you dump
Yep.
the ashes out, pimp, you leaving evidence everywhere. Like, hey,
You
pimp,
damn
come on,
sure
man.
have.
Hey, man. And I said this before it happened. I said if they ever invent a leaf without having to break that, open it up, break it down,
Mm-hmm.
like, nigga, I would never smoke these motherfuckers again. And as soon as they came out with the blunt wrap, pimp, I've
Right.
been on them up ever since. Matter of fact, nigga, niggas think I be bullshit. I buy them bitches by the box, pimp. I buy
Okay.
them by the box. I'm serious. I buy them by the box.
Say, make sure
You
you
know
don't
what I
run
mean?
out.
Right.
Hey,
But
hey, but
pimp,
no, you're right, because it is
right,
evidence. You know what I'm saying? You
right,
done left DNA
right.
everywhere.
Hey man. And then like I don't even smoke with nobody. Like I've
Mm.
been stopped passing my blunts like nigga, I was doing that shit 20 years before goddamn COVID.
Right.
Because and then I don't want you to split up no blunt. You gotta wet that motherfucker too much to goddamn to seal it. Like hell no, pimp. That's all your slow. Who the fuck know what you been doing?
Yep.
I'm not finna smoke behind you. No,
Mm.
nigga. No. I don't even want that motherfucker. I
Right.
roll my own. I bring
That's
my
it.
own because I like to smoke as much as I want to when I want to. So I bring my
Right.
own weed. And then if matter of fact, if you smoke weed and you smoke the kind of weed I smoke, nigga, you can put your shit up. You can smoke on me because whatever I brought, I'm hoping I ain't gotta take none of it back home.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
For
trying. I'm trying.
real.
Yeah, this a one trip shit. Now, if I can make it all the way here without getting in trouble, nigga, I'm not trying to make it all the way
I
to
ain't
the house
trying to
without
bring it
getting in
all the
trouble.
way back too.
right,
No,
right.
no, that
No.
defeat the
Like,
purpose.
hey man, little simple shit always kept me out of trouble, man. And I tell people how
Yeah.
simple it is. You know what I mean? Just like I found out when I was on probation, I found out when I got off probation that probation really is them watching over you because you got that fine.
Mm-hmm.
So once I
Yeah.
paid my fine off, my probation officer told me I didn't have to come back and see her no more. Just keep my ass out of trouble.
That's
So
it. Hey,
the last year I was on probation, pimp, I didn't have to go see my probation officer. She said, "You just come in here the day that you're supposed to get off." And I was like, "Hold on." She said, "But I couldn't tell you that while you was on probation.
while you was
We're
on
not
probation.
supposed to tell y'all this."
No.
But she was like, "That's a really reason. The only reason we do probation because
You
we
got to
trying to watch
find.
that money."
That's it.
Hey man,
Listen. I caught on to that, Black. I had caught on to that early in my life. I'm talking about, when I had all them different names,
right,
and them niggas like, they was like, man, how you always getting this goddamn probation? You know what I'm saying? Because when you're young, some of them still had, the niggas who really wasn't moving all that well.
right.
Back then the system was more lenient because actually this system was evolving as well.
That's right.
So,
That's
and
right.
then back then, before the fingerprints got real popular, it was kind of like just really on, you got the money and you put your John Hancock down. That's all
That's
they
right.
needed for right there and your
That's right.
picture. Money,
That's right.
picture, John Hancock. All right, we got to let you out of
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. See, it
So,
used to be like I think like 7 days before the whole fingerprint, the whole database got put together.
right,
It used to be
right.
like 7 days
7
before
days.
they can figure out some shit. So
And
yeah, if as long as you can get out
niggas are
before them
being
seven
out.
days,
That,
you was
man,
all right.
niggas are being out. Boy, I gotta hurry up and beat the clock. You know what I'm saying? Because I
That's
had
right.
to do it a couple of times. I'm like, boy,
that's,
listen, go in there and
that's
get.
right.
That when you can take all your money in there. I'm like, hey,
Right.
boy, go get your sergeant. Go get your sergeant. Sergeant may look at you, see if you're real. Try to peep
Right.
if trying to make sure you ain't
Right.
trying to set him up. Trying to see if you
Right.
ain't no fuck
Right.
nigga.
Right.
Hey, listen up, boy. Take that money. I need that bond to goddamn go through. All right, whoop. And that's how it worked back then,
Right.
because they knew you were real. First, they knew you were an honorable hustler. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They figured you for an honorable gangster. So, all right, cool. You got to pay to play. Because guess what they learned, Black, on this system? Working this
That's
system,
right.
they learned that these white folks been paying the plan.
That's right.
So how the hell they ain't going to let something that look like me have the same opportunity as something that look like you? See, Black, we really saying, we are saying the same thing.
Right.
But I just
Right.
need the people who are civilians to understand really what game they in. Because they think they're in a utopia world. Boy, this thing is for real out here.
Right.
See, and it's nothing against working 40 plus hours a week. Listen,
No, hell no.
you done bragged on your father numerous of times. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But the
Yeah.
side they don't see is that Black is saying once he's got older, well, my dad's supposed to be here, boy. But the
Yeah.
man worked himself so
Hey man.
hard.
Yeah.
My father and my mother, who were young at the time, didn't understand the complications coming from their era, and they died young.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Well. Well.
because they were trying to figure this shit out, and by the time they had just the little pieces figured out, their life was over with, Black.
Yeah. Like that's a
Because of
conversation
the
I had with my daddy, man. I told him, I
yeah,
said, "Hey man," I said, "Anybody ever been rich in our family?" And he was like, "Nah." I say, "That's what I was put here to do, to try to break that
yeah,
generational curse. If I have to
curse,
sacrifice
man.
my life to break that curse, I'm cool with that." I say, because I get
Yeah,
tired of seeing my family work themselves to death and die. That's not
yeah,
life to me. That's not living to me. You know what I mean? So I can't do that. That's why I did. That's what made me get into comedy, man. To try to break that generational curse. You know what I mean? So hey, man,
yeah.
hey, like
It,
you
it,
like
it, I,
you have
that
to have a
that's the whole
plan for the people that's coming behind you. You know what
got
I
you.
mean? I want the people that come behind me to be in a better situation than I was. That's what my
Right.
life always been about. You know what I mean? Have I
Yeah,
always done the right thing or went about it the right way? No, hell no. I don't. It ain't no pathway to it. I don't know how to do it. I'm just trying to do
yeah,
it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So hey man,
But that's just
like
some
people got to
real.
realize it's some shit that's bigger than you. It ain't always
Oh
about
yeah,
you. It's some shit out here bigger than
no,
you.
it's always bigger. It's always a bigger picture, and that's why when we speak of a spiritual aspect, I tell them, God always got a bigger and better picture by doing it the right way. Now, you gonna
Right.
take time to do it. He gonna leave that up to you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I could have
Right.
done things the right way.
Right. Right.
But I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I didn't make the patience for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I
Right.
didn't do what my eldest grandmother did. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go work at the Ford plant like my grandfather did. And when he served his time in the military, you know what I'm saying? He just wanted to do things right. You know what I'm saying? My father, he meant well, but he was a country boy, came up through the city, and a very good looking guy, and once he got here, man, he tried to figure his way out. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
mean, that's just what it
Right.
was. It ain't me making no excuses for my father, because he chose to,
Right.
to be a full-time hustler more than work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was a time where my father was a real true alcoholic. It was a time where my father was a real drug abuser. And
Right.
then his light switched, and you know he was like, "Hey man, I can't have these kids and not have money." And he just went full throttle,
Right.
and my pop made a name for himself, and they had a small little neighborhood inside the city of Atlanta, and something that my older brothers and his brothers, and they were hustling,
Right.
and meet my mama, pretty red bone, coming out of high school, turning 18 years old, and by the time they really started communicating, she was 21 and they had me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And she was
Right.
still trying to figure it out. Coming out the
Right.
era that she coming out of, which is
Right.
segregation, as well as
Right.
him. So,
Yeah.
I give people that little short story because I need people to understand the era that a lot of our parents was coming out of. We don't understand how severe that era was.
Right.
See,
Right.
because all we do is look at them as our parents.
Right.
But you don't understand, you put yourself right back in those shoes, you coming out of era of oppression. Imagine coming out of oppression and segregation.
Right. Right.
You see what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
See, the reason I like to bring this up, Black, because we take your father coming out the same era, but he's like, nah, boy, I gotta work hard, boy. I don't want no margin for error for Black
Right.
and his
Right.
siblings.
Right.
Then we take my father. He already done made his errors, but he like, boy, I gotta pull this shit together, and then by any means necessary. So my father actually got into pimping, and he got into actually running and trafficking heroin,
Right.
and he started making the best of it. Was it the right choice? Let me tell people right now, no. But did it help? Did it help the family monetary wise? I'm going to tell you yes. You see
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
I did the same thing. I chose going in the banks and armor cars and trafficking. Was that the right thing to do? Let me tell you right now, no. But did I do it? Yeah. It just is what it is. I served some time, you know, and I had to get my shit together. And I'm still trying to get my shit together.
Right.
But
Right.
I need people to understand this, why I say all that and all that right behind each other. Because people coming out of different areas with different situations do not understand that because one chose one path, the other one chose the other. We all come out of this system together. And until if we all do not band together as a collective group, no matter what color you are, and get this thing under control, it's going to keep spiraling out of control. And
Right.
everybody going to be like, oh, I fixed it right here. Everybody going to say they fixed it right there, fixed it right here, and fixed it right there. And it's still going to spiral out of control because nobody's together. Everybody think they got it together in all these different directions. And we
Right.
know when you think you got it together and this thing doing like this, eventually it got to do like this, which means it's going to
Right.
crash together and explode.
Right.
because it's not a straight line. It's not up
That's
and down.
right. That's
It's,
right.
it's just like this here. That's all it's doing.
That's
Eventually,
right.
you got to run into each other.
That's right.
What happens when you run into each other?
That's right.
You know, it, man, Black. I'm telling you, man, and that's why every time I say something, I do revert back to the word because that's something that Pearl was asking. What do you do? And God tell you, you got to save yourself.
Right. Right. Right.
And God don't mean
Right.
save yourself by being the Judas. He don't mean that
Right. Right.
because he does describe that in them. You know,
Right.
when he tell you to save yourself, he mean you pack your bags and you get your family and you go in
Right.
a totally different
That's right.
direction.
You got to remove yourself from that situation.
You got to
Like
remove. Guess
shit,
what?
it's
You
not gonna
don't owe
come. It's
nobody no explanation.
right. It's not gonna come to you. You
No,
got to go to it.
you got to
And
go to
that's
it.
yeah, and that's what people don't understand. Like people, I hear people all the time talking about, I want to make a change, I want to do this, and I do. How can I do this? Okay, first of all, you got to stop doing what you're doing.
Got you.
It's gonna always be a reason not to stop. It
Always.
ain't gonna never be a perfect situation. So if you're waiting on a perfect situation to leave, no. But and at least when you know that you want to choose a different path, even if you have to keep doing what you're doing, start making preparations to leave.
Yeah.
Just like I tell women in situations, okay, if you know you don't like a motherfucker, you really want to leave, well, start making preparations to leave.
Got you.
it's you don't have to leave right now, but make preparations to leave.
Make it
You know what you're
real.
trying to do. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if you're trying to get out of a situation, you put your plan together first, then start executing your plan.
Yep.
Because it is no way you're gonna ever get out of the situation if you don't make efforts to go towards that goddamn door to exit the situation. You gotta exit it first.
Right.
So hey man, like people want a bunch of shit, but people don't want to work for nothing.
Man.
Like I say, whatever you're trying to do, it has to have a foundation. You know what
It
I mean?
has to.
So
And,
hey
and,
man.
and you got to know it's all right to make the right sacrifice.
Right.
I've never
Right.
had Black. Listen, even when I had a $350 paycheck a week, I didn't have a $350 paycheck early in my life a week because I was hustling.
Right.
I was already making moves. I was just still working because at my younger age, it was fun to be around your peers.
Right. Right. Right.
You know, now after taxes, if my check 500, it's showing 380, 390 every week. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and luckily, I still have a little something put up, but it's no way unless I wanted to start doing. In other words, I want to do things the right way, Black.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. And I put it out there because I don't care. I don't care that
Right.
people know that after taxes, that's what I'm gonna have, about 380 a week,
Right.
390,
Right.
maybe 420 here or there.
Right.
Because I'm not living for you. I'm really trying to
Right.
get
Right.
my life in order. You
That's
see what I'm
right.
saying? My life got to be
That's right.
suitable for me. Hey,
Right.
it's what I got to deal with. It
Right.
ain't meant for you to come in my life and deal with it with me because I'm already dealing with it by myself. But see,
Right.
I say
Right.
that to say this here. I'm doing it for me. That's what
Right.
you telling them. You got to put yourself in a position when you get ready to make this break, you got to do it for you. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? I just want to try to do things by the right way as a civilian should anyway.
Right.
You see what I'm
Right.
saying? I ain't doing it for nobody else. I'm not doing it for my kids. And people like, man, you don't live for kids. Listen, that's already an automatic. So
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
have to
Certain
live.
shit is automatic to me.
You
That's
see what
right.
I'm saying? It's just an
Yeah.
automatic. But
Right.
God tell you, even after my kids turn a certain age, hey, boy, you ain't responsible for your kids no more. So you ain't
Right.
gonna be able to come to me. If there is a God, it's already written. You can't come to me talking about what you got to do for your kids.
That's
Because
right.
see, he ain't gonna want to hear that. Oh,
That's right.
he or she didn't have it together till they were 50. I was on my deathbed 9 and still. He gonna tell you, I don't even. Hey man, your kids are grown. I
That's
ask
right.
you how you go about with me,
That's right.
and guess what? You ain't got no answer.
Right.
So if God is real, then we already know where you're going. That's why I
Right.
tell people, hey, if I died today, I ain't in order.
Right.
You know, it's a tough
I
subject
mean,
to have,
hey,
Black,
I mean,
but
on
it's
some
real.
real shit, ain't none of us in order, pimp. And
I,
like Dave always said, a lot of people that you think going to heaven ain't going.
I ain't going.
So,
Why you
and
ain't going?
a lot of people that you think ain't gonna be there are gonna be there. So, and then my
For real.
thing is, like my motto now is, my parents are gone, my kids are grown, my job is
Right.
done. Now it's time for me to go on and get myself together so I can enjoy the rest of my life.
Right.
My daughters will be 32 in October, pimp.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Yeah.
I did my job.
Done,
You know
done
what I
did.
mean? Right, right, right.
Hey, they
So
ain't
hey
just
man,
grown, they well and grown.
right.
Well and
But
grown.
hey man, now it's time for me to concentrate on me. And then, like I told you, when I turned 50, pimp, I made a promise to myself that for the first time in my life, I'm gonna put myself first.
First.
Now,
Got you.
if anybody get mad about that, I don't give a fuck. I gave y'all 50 years of me, which is majority of my life. So
For
whatever
real.
time I got left, I'm dedicated to me.
Man, got you.
I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. So
Got you.
hey man.
Same way. I got my youngest girl, which is 8. Uh, you know, me and her mom haven't been vibing, period. You know,
Right, right,
same shit. You know, I'm pretty much a paycheck. You know, she get mad because sometimes I am late with the support. Like I say, you know, I put it out there because I don't, you know,
yeah, I
it's
mean,
not
pimp,
that
it's real
I gotta
shit,
wait.
man.
It's in
Yeah,
real life,
it's real
and
shit.
even when I catch up, I'm still looked at the same. You know, hey, your dad just a paycheck, but
No,
I know it comes out of anger because I dealt with that with my first child's mom. You know what I'm saying?
right,
I should have been learned. I should have been learned. I should have learned the lesson by the first one.
right,
So this what come with the territory.
right,
So I give
right,
out this knowledge. You know, I give out this game. I give out this wisdom because this is what I got to suffer. Because
right,
I could have done it right after the
right,
first era.
right,
I
right,
chose not to do it right. So these are the consequences.
right. Yeah,
So you know, this just to let you know I ain't perfect, but at the same time, I ain't gonna stop fighting either. You
right,
know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
So it's just I learned how to fight it a better way.
right,
And I learned that hey, even though I want to be right in some ways, if I'm 1 month late, she got the right because the power in her favor. You see what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
And that's just how I go. No matter how right I want to be, no matter
right,
how sympathetic somebody else may want to show,
right,
but by law, even if I'm a day late, she's still right to handle the
well,
business however she want to. You know what I'm
right,
saying? And that's just what it. Now morally, she may be wrong.
right,
Conduct wise, she may be wrong. Law
right,
wise, she right. So I
right,
just say all that to say to young parents, hey man, be mindful of what you're doing. Be mindful of the woman you be with, y'all women. Be mindful of the men because you will have a man who, guess what? He just ain't gonna do nothing.
right,
He ain't gonna even buy a box of t-shirts. You
right,
understand me? He ain't gonna even get the first set of pants. You
right,
know, and you got you got the guy who may not even understand the responsibility of having a kid.
right.
You know what I'm
Like I
saying?
told you, it's no book. We don't read no book on parenting. We
But
we
no,
we we go by our instincts. That's
that
why our first child I always feel like they got slighted, like they were the sacrifice. But hey man, if you have multiple kids, different ages, every
mm-hmm.
situation should be a better situation because you've learned how to be a
You've
parent.
learned for real.
Now, if you're doing the same shit with every child, hey man, that's on you. But every
Man,
situation should be a better. And if you're not having a good situation, put that rubber on.
seriously,
Make that nigga put a rubber on. Like I've
for
always heard
real.
the excuse that men say it don't feel the same. Like I told my daughter though, that's a motherfucking lie. If a nigga nut, it's gonna feel the same.
It's
Whether
gonna
he
feel the
jacking
same.
his dick or he fucking, it's gonna feel the same. In a condom, without the condom, it feels the same. So don't
Man,
fall for that bullshit.
No, whatever you do,
You know
don't
what I
fall
mean?
for that.
So, nah,
Because I'm
man.
telling you, I mean, not unless y'all ready, not unless you think you're responsible now.
Right, right. Well, hey,
I'm
man, I
saying,
was talking about that before y'all came on.
yep,
That a child was supposed to be a blessing,
for real.
but you also got to learn that you are responsible. Everything about that child comes from you, so you're responsible for that child. If you're
That's
not
it.
ready for that
You
responsibility,
don't do
you're
it.
not ready to be responsible for a human being that can't
Mm,
do shit for themselves. Do not have kids.
no, don't do it.
It's simple. It's
I'm
simple.
telling you, do not do it. Seriously,
Yeah.
man. Cause you either way it go, your ass gonna be held responsible.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, even
Hey.
when you don't want to be held responsible, when it's yours, oh, you gonna
Yeah.
be held
Yeah.
responsible.
Yeah. And it's lifetime. Like, hey
Lifetime,
man, parenting is lifetime. You know what I mean? So
man.
if you're not ready for that, you're not ready to commit yourself to that. Don't do
No,
it. Don't do it.
it, and, and 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 you know, I wanna hit back on the young thug situation because I need these young boys to understand something, and not only just the young thuggers, you know, all athletes, because it's crazy, Black. Here you is with these folk worth 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, $40 million, maybe tops, maybe 50 million tops. And the last past 5 years, these young millionaires have either died or ended up in prison.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because most of them really do. You know, these younger guys, this younger generation been into this gang violence. And it's crazy because somebody said something very important. Automatically, you're going to be held responsible because you're the one committing the crime. But
Right.
we're talking about where you don't gather when you push back 10 years to the time the era really started, which is about 8 to 10 years ago, when most of them were the ages of 18, depending on which artist it was, 18 or 22 years old.
Yeah, I think they said it went all the way back to 2013.
Yeah. So that they was the ages between a lot of them were like 18 to 22 years old at that time.
Right. Right.
Now, you as the record company has put this bankroll in these young adult hands. But there really isn't any guidance. You I heard somebody say, when are we gonna hold the record companies responsible? Now, the reason I can kind of agree with that, because if you give an 18 to 22-year-old this deal, and most likely they're gonna show up without their parents, because most of them, pretty much the ones we've seen on TV, have
Right.
really been in the streets.
Right.
So they're going to go in here, and they do go online a lot to see how deals should be orchestrated. And most of them
Right.
are smart enough to see from YouTube or through Googling how to make sure a deal does get orchestrated well, that doesn't pimp them how it was just 30 years ago or
Right.
even just 20 years ago. You
Right.
get where I'm going at? So, yet, there is no person with guidance over them with this amount of money. Because at first you was just having them, you know, with these little five, maybe $20,000 they making, and they trying to make sure they team straight, you know, with this little orchestration of a bankroll. All of a sudden, boom, $5 million hop in your damn account, and we know things about to get spiraled out of control because you just
Right.
went from really learning. You're trying to learn how to orchestrate just a couple of $1,000. Now all of a sudden you got millions. without the right guidance, and you're at this particular age, not saying you shouldn't have the money, but again, Black, the game is I, as the overseer of this money, whatever record label give it to you, here it is. I'm at the top of the branch. My advisors at the bottom of me, which pretty much might be the same age as I. So if I'm 70 years old at this time at this particular label or distribution company, everybody else up under me is either close to that or maybe they're in their 50s or 40s. But here it is, we got this young kid we about to invest in. I invest what, $5-10 million into this young kid, Black. I got to put some type of guidance ships over this kid. I got to make sure this kid has some type of guidance because this is a reoccurring problem.
Right.
And is this a setup? So that's the point I'm getting to.
Yeah.
And it's looking more and more like a setup because
Yeah.
it goes back to earning money both ways.
Right.
We give
I
money.
mean, but yeah, that's
I'm going
that's
to
but
tax you.
that's it though. Like it's a win-win for the record company
It's a win-win for the record company.
because all it is they loaning you some money.
That's it.
Okay, whatever they loaning you, they can write it off as a bad debt. They can write it off and get a tax credit for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you go to jail, we've seen that when you go to jail, or even if you die, your shit starts selling out.
Go through the
So
roof.
it's a win-win for the company. Like me, like I can't blame the company because it's the game. Like they in the game to make money. So that's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if I'm finna get in this situation, first of all, I'm gonna do a history check on what's this situation really about. Okay, if I don't see well most of the rappers or entertainers, I just say
Mm-hmm.
entertainers have gotten bad deals. Okay, well, I feel like it's up to me to make sure I don't get a bad deal. Not them, because those
Bad deal.
they not finna change
Right.
and give me a great deal when that's their MO to fuck people. Okay, so I'm
Right.
not depending on you to
Right.
treat me right. I'm finna go like if you don't have anybody in your life, like just like I say about the women that holler, they don't have a man in their life. You mean to tell me you done pissed off your daddy, your brother, your uncles, you done pissed off your granddaddy? Like ain't no man in your life willing to help you? Like goddamn now. So
Okay.
that's saying something fucked up about you. Now, I understand your parents might not goddamn be behind you. Because my parents did like they didn't know shit about entertainment. And that like I say, my daddy, they come from the era where nigga you get a job and
You
you
get a
you work
job.
there 30, 40 years and goddamn you retire and whatever. But so
Right.
they never understood what I was dealing with. So and like I told my best friend, Pimp, I really didn't have nobody I could talk to. So I had to learn all this shit on my own. Okay, well, if you mean to tell me it ain't nobody in your family that's willing to help you, even if they don't know what the fuck going on. You ain't got nobody in your family besides your mama and daddy to help you. And then, okay, even if you don't, you should have the knowledge. If you get into a situation, you should have the knowledge that you know what I'm gonna need me an entertainment lawyer. Let me
Mm-hmm.
let me go talk to me an entertainment lawyer and see what it's gonna take for me to get them to help me.
Right.
Like the consultation, most consultations are free.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear that. Well, I ain't had no money to go talk. Consultation is free.
Right.
Okay, once they tell you what it's gonna take to get them to be your attorney. Now, if you got a record deal or something, they might tell you, okay, well, I might do this, but I'm gonna charge this here. So I'm gonna get mine out of the money when you sign your deal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, that if you know that's what you need, okay, well, that's some of the shit you got to deal with now.
Yeah.
Like it ain't gonna be no perfect situation.
Mm-mm.
So the lawyer gonna charge their fees, especially if you ain't got no upfront money. So they might charge you a little more because you don't have no upfront money. Okay, well, it's best to lose that little bit than to lose all the way around. But you
Right.
just signing something, you don't know what the fuck going on. Cause them contracts be about 300-400 pages, man. Ain't no way in the hell you finna sit here. These
And
motherfuckers
read.
gonna put $1 million in cash right in front of you, put this contract beside you. You're not finna tell me you gonna say, hey man, let me read your contract. Nigga, you finna go and sign that motherfucker. What you say I need to sign that?
Right,
Oh,
right.
you don't even know what's in that 300-400 page contract that you
No.
just signed. And once you sign it, pimp,
Yeah,
hey
you locked
man,
in.
you locked in. So I can't just like women that play niggas
Mm.
that only want money. Okay, I can't blame the women. Hey baby, if you can get him, get it. I blame the
Yeah,
men. Okay, well nigga, you
yeah.
got to learn how to protect yourself. Stop going at women with money.
Right.
Stop telling women that you'll do this, and that. Okay, well, if that's what you offering, pimp, yes, I promise you, they gonna take it.
They gonna take it.
Oh, well, that's up to you. Like certain shit, like we always, well, when you gonna blame the record company? No, I'm not finna blame the record company.
Yeah.
Okay, you should have did a background check on the record company before you start fucking with them. Okay,
No, that's true.
look and see
That's
how
true
many
too.
motherfuckers that was on their roster that has died or that is in jail.
Yeah.
How many people complain about them fucking over them? Okay, well, if you don't want to do the background work, hey, that's you taking a chance. That's on you. Again, you got
Yeah.
to deal with those consequences.
Yeah.
So, like I say, man, and like I tell anybody, hey man, if you need me, I'm here.
Yeah.
I walk through the process with you, just so you don't get fucked.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? I'm not a lawyer, but I help you find an entertainment lawyer. Well, just so you won't get fucked, because I get tired of hearing these stories.
That's right.
And when I was coming up through the ranks in comedy, they literally told me that Black, you have to build yourself up before we even fuck with you. Like, and I tried to tell the comedians that you might think you big on the black circuit, but when you start doing mainstream pimp, they don't even know who the fuck we are.
Right.
Like they didn't know nobody up on the earthquake, Bruce, Samoa, Don DC Curry, you know what I mean? They didn't know nobody
Mhm.
up under them. Nigga, it's a gang of us up under them.
Right.
But they wait on you to build your name up before they even fuck with you. And if you go looking
Yeah.
for them, you putting yourself in a vulnerable position. What you want to do is have them come looking for you. Because when you really making
For
some
you.
noise, they trust me. They'll find out who you are. And
Right.
you want them coming to you. You don't want to have to go to them.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
when you go to
Yeah.
them, you seem desperate.
You seem desperate.
Right. And they not gonna fuck with you
About the
unless
same
they can make
situation
money
in
off
life.
you. Right. Yeah, that's what I'm
Right.
saying. Like it's all the same thing. Like I tell people, man, if you hustle, it's many ways to hustle. It don't have to be drugs. That's why I
No.
tell people I'm a hustler. Okay, just like in the drug game, you gotta have some good dope. Okay, you got some good
Yep.
dope, you're gonna have repeated customers. You got
That's it.
repeated customers, you can build a business.
You can
Same
build a
thing.
business.
Mine went from dope to jokes. Okay, if I got a
Yeah.
good show, goddamn, I'm gonna have repeated customers. Okay, if I got repeated
Mm-hmm.
customers, I can build a business. Okay, same
Yep.
thing. T-shirts. If it go to T-shirts, if you got a nice looking T-shirt and some that catch everybody eye or whatever, you got a good product again. You gonna have repeated customers. They gonna goddamn. You can start a business. It's the
Yep.
same concept. If you got that
Yeah.
hustler mentality, you can put that hustler mentality on anything,
On
anything,
anything. That's
and make
true.
money. You know what I mean? So, hey
That is
man,
true.
hey player,
No,
I'm
that's
telling
real
you,
shit. No.
man. But you if you don't know something, you gotta either go look it up and research it, or you gotta listen when
Yeah.
somebody tell you. Like my homeboy Double D. I talked to him yesterday, and he was talking about a cat from his hometown had asked him about the comedy game.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, Black, I was just being real with it. Like everybody think this some easy shit. And I tell them it's not. You don't look to goddamn make it time you do it. Like pimp, this shit a marathon, man. Like Some of the
Right.
niggas I started out with been in the game 25, 27 years, and they still ain't had their break. Now, have they made a living? Yes, they made a living, but they ain't had their big break yet.
They ain't had the big
He
break.
said so. I was trying to tell him that this ain't no easy shit. This is what you gonna have to deal with. The nigga got mad, thought he was hating on him. Nigga went back to their hometown, started telling everybody all this bullshit about he hating on me, he don't want me in the building. Nigga, you can't even be real with motherfuckers no more.
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, nigga, go out there and find out for your damn self then. You know what I mean? I can't even be real with you, nigga. Come
but
on.
but it go back. Everybody think about that microwave process. And it's
Right.
just like you said, it's a marathon. It ain't no sprint. See,
No.
we'll look at one person who really
Yep.
sprinted. It looked
Right.
like they really sprinted in our eyes.
Right.
And we're like, oh
Right.
boy, he just did it. And I knew that nigga. I know I can do it.
Yep.
But people ain't understand it. It was really just meant for him or her, however it go, him or her.
All
You
right.
know what I'm
Oh,
saying? It was just meant.
what has he done? What has he
What has
sacrificed
he
to make
done
that
that you
now?
ain't even seen? Yeah,
Right.
that too.
Right. You're not gonna see everything, damn it.
Nah,
You only
man.
see what people want you to see. You don't
Want
see
you to see.
everything. Hey
But
man.
people love the microwave version, Black. They love it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and when people can't have it, even just like we're saying, even older folks,
Yeah.
they're now done fell into the trap. It got to be a
Yeah.
microwave process.
Yeah.
It got to be. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And that's why I lead back, to that little part where I was like, hey man, you got to know how to save yourself.
That's right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
You got to, because the moment you forget that, and so many people have,
Yeah.
it makes this process even harder with living. That's
Right.
why we got so many of these young kids. You look on TV now, you even got young celebrity kids. People who really have made some of themselves. Their kids dying. Their kids giving up at an alarm rate, and it's like
Yeah.
your parents are way successful. But like you
Yeah.
say, we see one image of what's happening behind closed door. We don't see that other thing. And
That's
that
right.
other thing is a lifetime full of pain, even though, you know, I look at this situation even with Regina King, and I'm like, damn, it seemed like her son was real happy with her. You know what I'm saying? When you see him at the award shows, he pretty much was always smiling. Even when you go back, it don't look like a fake smile. But
Right.
whatever was
Right.
happening with his peers and himself, it was something he felt that he could not talk to anybody about. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, her kid wasn't the only one. It was another white celebrity family. They child committed suicide. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just these last past couple of years, man, and this year, man, like things, that people who we know on a higher even platform, it's let you know, like,
Right.
hey, they're part of this real world too. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They might
Yeah.
got this high
Yeah.
platform, but the same
Yeah.
shit happening in your household that you think is
Right.
exempt for them, it ain't exempt from them.
Right.
It's not exempt. You know what I'm
Nope.
saying? People are literally getting trampled over by evil spirits. And I'm telling
Mm-hmm.
you, if you're afraid to open up, talk, hey man, I tell anybody, when you start having these type of thoughts or having those things running your mind like you're ready to give up, man, please find you somebody to talk to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please find you
Yeah.
somebody to vent to. Now,
Yeah.
this is where you got to kill because you don't want to go venting to a fool. You
Right.
don't
Right.
want to
Right.
go
Right.
through
Right. Right.
to somebody who can't give you one, like you say, Black, the real oven answer. That means it's
Right.
being processed. That means that person is going to bake it until it comes out right, going to level it. In other words, they're going to put you on the even level playing field. The processing is going to be some good, it's going to be some hard, and it's going to be some of the bad. But once you get in that oven and start baking, it bakes off all that bullshit. And that process going through that heat, which is the truth. That's what
Right.
heat is, the
Right.
truth.
Right.
And once it start making that golden brown, it gets to re-sculpture you. That's what you want from that person who you vent from.
Right.
That's what you looking for. You
Yeah,
want that person to help you be able to knock off that crust, that dust,
that's right.
that evilness that's upon you. So you want to vent to the right person. You don't want to
Right.
go venting
Right.
to a fool.
No, and not social media. I know motherfuckers love to
Definitely not.
vent on social media. Social media is not for venting. Your pain is somebody else's entertainment.
For real. Oh,
Hey,
remember they tried to charge the white girl. I don't know if you saw that story. Or you remember the story where the dude she was dating and the dude was like, "I really want you." And the white girl was like, "Look, man, why don't you just go somewhere and kill yourself?" Like, she literally said that. But she
it,
said it as in like, "Nigga,
yeah, just
tell
saying it.
another white guy, I just don't want to fuck with you no more, man. I don't
Right,
want to
right,
mess
right.
around with you no more. Look, just go somewhere and kill yourself. The world will be better without you." And he wrote a note and he did it.
Yeah,
And they tried to bring it back and charge her. And she was like, "Look, I didn't really think this fool was gonna go kill himself,
right,
but
right,
I
right,
say that he done went and vented, even though he was dating this woman, he went and vented to the wrong person. See, that's
right,
all I'm getting broke down right here. He went and
right,
vented to the wrong person, and he literally took the coward's way out.
right,
But it was
right.
only a coward's way out because he really didn't understand what he was fighting against.
Right.
Nobody really he probably never even understood the evilness that was upon him to tell him, yeah, boy, go ahead and kill yourself. This world really will be better without you. You too good for this world. And the evilness reversed it. You
Right,
too good for this world.
right,
This world don't
right,
deserve you. Show her
right.
what? She gonna kill herself. You ain't even gotta kill her. You just gonna kill yourself. And guess what he probably said? Black. Well, we know he said, "You right."
Yeah,
He told the evil spirit. And yes, I am assuming people, but I do know one thing: he went and killed himself.
right,
So
right.
he had to say some of a notion like, "Yeah, you right. This world is," because he wrote that in the letter. The world will be better. I think he said the world will be better without me. But I'm just letting you know the evil spirit probably said, "Well,
Right.
you'll be better without this world."
Oh yeah, yeah,
So you got to be careful who you vent to.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
got to
yeah,
be careful.
yeah.
You know, it's just black. Man. I tell you, it's we're in the fight, man. We're
Oh
in the
yeah,
fight.
yeah, yeah.
We're in the fight.
Hey man,
You
and
know.
then like I tell people, man, like this the man cave and the den, but the man cave especially, we've been getting a lot of props on the man cave because we're not scared to talk about certain shit.
Right.
And like I tell people, that's what it's for. If we can help you not
Yes.
go through some of the shit we've been through, you know what I mean? If we can reach one person, I'm cool with that. If you
Just
need
one.
somebody to talk to, hey
Yes.
man, hit me and let me know. I like everybody that know me would tell you, yeah, this nigga he'll take the time out to talk to you. Cause I
For real.
know life is rough, man. We going through a lot of shit we ain't nobody ever been through. Ain't nobody
Man.
never been through no shit like COVID. Like so, hey man, yeah, and the world already ain't designed for you to make it out here by yourself.
Come on,
You know what
man.
I mean? So you got to learn how to build relationships, and you and in order to get a genuine good person in your life, you have to be a genuine person too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, shit. Energy attracts energy. You know what I mean? So if you on that bullshit, you know what you're gonna attract. You're gonna attract a lot of bullshit.
That's it.
If you're on some good energy, guess what? You're gonna attract some good energy. Not saying all the energy is gonna be good, but you're
Right.
gonna attract mostly good energy. But you still gotta just decide what's good for you and what's not. I told you, that's the
Real.
hard part of life. The understanding and realizing what's meant for you and what's not. If it's meant for you, you don't have to work as hard. Not
Mm-mm.
saying you don't have to work. You don't have to work as hard.
That's
You
it.
know what I mean? So Hey man, like we don't gave him 2.5 hours, player. I
Yeah, man.
appreciate the time, man. I ain't gonna hold you back from getting out there and getting that player hop on. I know
Man.
once you probably take another little nap, but you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah, yeah. Most definitely.
Hey Phil, that's what
Hey,
I don't care about drinking, man. Because that next day, man, you
man,
might feel like shit.
I tell
You
you,
know what
man,
I mean?
for real, man. I'm like, God. I'm like, man, my body crashed so hard, man. And it's crazy because I really don't. I may now. I might drink maybe once every 2 weeks. You see
Right,
what I'm saying? You know, but it like I say, then all of a sudden the spur to have I may not drink for the
yeah,
next couple of months.
right,
But as
right,
soon
yeah.
as I drink that one drink or two drinks, I may get up to even three or four. But after that third or fourth one, and I go lay down, man, I feel it. I feel it while I'm sleeping. Cause like I said, I woke up at 10, and then I
Right.
started hitting the snooze button. I guess I swiped just to turn it off, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wake up at right around about 11:45, 12 hours. When I woke up, that thing was saying 12:55. I saw your message. I'm
Game
like,
time.
man, come on. I was like, wow, really?
Hey man, that's how it be, man.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
nigga, I would run to that last minute myself, man.
yeah.
Cause hey,
But I'm definitely ready for these Saturdays though. I'm ready. I'm
oh
ready.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm ready for these Saturdays.
And then
So
if you ain't
man,
doing that tonight, man, we gonna be on the D in the night, 8 o'clock.
what
We
time? Oh,
just
okay, y'all kick off at
yeah,
8.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. I just I don't think I'm really doing them but going to a partner of mine barbecue, but I think they actually doing that now. You know what I'm saying? So
Right, right,
probably
right,
by that
right,
time,
right.
I definitely
Okay.
try to chime in for me.
Okay, well I'll
Most
send you the
definitely.
link if you can get in, you know what I mean? Just come in, you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah,
All
man.
right, Phil,
Most
but be
definitely.
careful out there, man.
I appreciate it too, Black. All
All right,
right.
player,
See
no
y'all
problem.
later,
All
man.
right, doc. Yeah.
Peace.
And then y'all know, hey man, we come back with the den at 8 o'clock. I appreciate the people that looked out that check us out today. I know it's a new time and all that good shit, but I appreciate y'all working with us. And like I say, man, if you need somebody to talk to, hey man, y'all can talk to me. You know what I mean? So we appreciate y'all, and y'all know my saying, man. Y'all be easy, man.